Yo,
Yo, yo, yo.
yo, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, good. Same. Tired, but grind don't
I
stop.
know. Gotta get through it, right?
Yes, sir. Just had a little bit of
Yeah.
a lax day today. I was supposed to have one guy, but then he rescheduled, so yeah, I just fit you in. But
Yeah, cool. I appreciate
yeah,
you getting
yeah,
in.
no worries, bro.
Yeah, I saw what you did, but I watched probably 3 hours of my buddy Dally's.
Right. Yeah, it
Um,
was really
and
long.
yeah,
I didn't,
yeah. I had to go to sleep.
right. I didn't want it to be that long, but I think I just took time with him because he was the last guy. Might as well just kind of make it really thorough. It was like
Yeah,
4 in the morning when we ended for me, like 4:30. But hey, I take my time with my students and stuff like that. Also, yeah. So you've watched my streams. You've probably watched some VODs. I'm not sure about that, but you kind of get a
I've
rundown of how.
watched some of the YouTube videos.
Yeah, right. So then you'll kind of. I like to ask to see if they know what will go on the session. So you kind of
Hmm.
know, okay?
Yeah,
One thing I'll say right now is that I'm trying to adjust it, not like make it worse or shorter, but trying to make it more efficient so that way it's not as long, right? I know it's a little bit taxing for some
yeah.
of my
I would
students,
recommend that
right?
for you
So
too.
yeah,
Like
so
that's
that
too long,
I'm
man.
trying
That
to
was
do
a
that.
lot.
But yeah, so we'll just briefly talk, so you can share your screen. We'll briefly talk 5 minutes, just a little bit about yourself and stuff like that, and what I saw on. I briefly looked at your tracker just now. Briefly looked at it. Overall,
Yeah.
you have pretty good stats though. Um,
I
so
mean,
yeah,
if you saw last act, it's nothing. This act compared to
I
last.
actually did not see last night. I was just going through this kind of seeing your stats and kind of seeing who you're playing, stuff like that. So yeah, so we'll just get into it. So um, you know, I'm obviously streaming as well. There's a VOD that's gonna be posted for you, so you can
Yeah,
review
will it
back.
be on YouTube?
Yeah, it'll be on YouTube. I just have to wait for the
Alright,
thumbnail guy to make the thumbnail, so it'll probably be a day. So,
cool, cool.
just for the stream, I think I know a little bit, but what's your current rank, peak rank, sir, and
All right.
your main agents?
Yes. All right. My peak rank is Immortal 1, last act.
Okay. Oh
My
yeah.
current rank
Yep.
is Ascendant 1.
Okay.
My main role is Sentinel, and my main agents are site literally basically I mean, whenever there's Teo nerfs comes back, Killjoy again, but I haven't played Killjoy. So right now
Right.
it's Spies, Cypher.
Yep. I
Those are the
cipher.
main two,
Okay.
I'd say. And maybe occasional I'll play smokes or list or
Gotcha.
whatever.
Good. Okay.
It's right.
Yeah, I just can't see your screen. Your screen. If you could just make
Oh
sure.
yeah, I just haven't tabbed back
Oh
in.
yeah.
Gotcha. I'll
Yeah.
tab it.
That way, it's just I'm not looking at the black screen. But
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
got you.
I can help you in this field. I was a Sentinel main when I first started playing this game. When this game came out, I spammed a lot of
Oh, sick.
Cypher, a lot of
Yeah,
Sage. Uh, that's that's
Sage.
kind of
Split
my
is my Sage, man.
right. I played Sage on any map, and I used to shit on people all the time. So, people think she's
Impressive.
bad, but she's actually really strong if you know how to play her. Like her wall in post plant scenarios are just it's actually crazy, and her slows are just like you
Yeah,
just
most
burn
people
so
just
much time.
don't know how to play her, though,
Yeah,
in
they
my
just think she's
opinion.
like a healing type like a
Yeah,
healing bot, right? Like what the fuck? Like it's not. Her utility is really strong. I mean, she got nerfed to the ground and she's still strong. So that says a lot about Sage. But so yeah, so I can definitely help you in this field, if you may will. And then I'm just gonna ask you a question. You probably heard me ask your friend Dali the question last night. What is it you want from Valorant? What are your goals?
uh, well, my collegiate team, we're in playoffs right now,
Okay.
and I want to win that. So,
Yep.
we just won the first round, and we're playing the 8 seed this Saturday. So
Okay.
obviously, I want to do the best I can for my team,
Right.
and
Right.
then eventually maybe go to tier 2.
Right. So do you play Sentinel for the team or?
Yes.
Okay, so that's quite important. Okay, so you play Sentinel for the team. Okay, but besides your collegiate, what is it you want? Like, think a little bit more deeply. Be specific. And I'll give you an example. Most of my students, when I ask them this, they go, "I want to be immortal." The majority are like, "I want to get really good. I want to be immortal. I want to be, immortal 3. I want to rank up 10 ranks up. I want to go from silver to diamond at least, silver to like, what is it you want? Be specific with me."
All right. Well, I mean, long term,
Because this
I'll
is
give you a
important.
long term and a
Sorry for
short
interrupting.
term.
Yeah. But this is really important for you to understand your purpose or what it is that you want from Valorant. So yeah, go ahead. Sorry for interrupting you.
I mean, long term would be, VCT, right?
Okay,
That's the, I feel like that's the majority of everybody's end goal,
okay,
right?
okay,
Short term would be to get somewhere. To be honest, I don't really care too much about ranked,
right,
but I want to be in a rank that where I can like practice efficiently against
right,
very
right.
solid players. So,
Mm-hmm.
around. I've already hit Immortal, so I'm not gonna say I want to get Immortal
Right,
back, but just somewhere where I can use ranked as a way to practice instead of,
for sure. Yeah, yeah. So you want to be in a team setting. You saying
yeah.
VCT to me is quite important because that means you want to go pro. Okay. Um,
I mean, I really haven't thought about it, but
but I mean that's what VCT is.
yeah,
That's pro,
that
right?
is, yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
so we that's why I'm trying to help you think deeply and kind of make sure you know what you want, right? Because it's important. Just saying VCT is just, it's not good enough. You might as well just say I'm gonna go pro because it's the same thing, right? And it's
Yeah,
and yeah, I know I'm not trying to judge you or anything, right? I try to go pro in multiple games, stuff like that. So I know that feeling. I know that commitment that needs to be made. I actually saw something very interesting from T Dog a few weeks ago. Uh, he, there's a video on it. I can even send you it. He was talking about
sure, I'll
how
watch it.
and I'm not trying to like say that you can't do this from the route you're taking, but he was talking about how collegiate is not necessarily the path to pro, because
Oh, I know.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
So
very aware of that.
good, good. So I don't have to go into it then. So just keep that in mind because I think I've had multiple collegiate players come to me. You're probably my fourth guy. uh no, those guys are like, yeah, I'm gonna win this league and then go pro. I'm like, bro, like that's not how it works. Okay, if anything, it actually, like, they're not gonna scout you. It's not like a traditional NCAA where they
Oh
they
yeah,
they
I'm very
scout you,
aware of
right?
how. I mean, my buddy Dally.
Yep,
He mentioned he was from Siege. That's where I met him. We were on teams together back
gotcha.
there.
Okay, cool, cool.
So
So
we played at a pretty high level there.
right, 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 and
And
that's
it's very similar in the esports way that it's based off of who you know, and it's
right.
honestly like with
It's all
networking and shit
yep.
compared to your actual skill. It's
It's
not
all
like you get recruited. I know exactly what you're talking about.
it's all nepotism, but still, I just
Yep.
have to reiterate that. Just remember, I'm not saying that you don't know or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. It's just
Mm.
remember that collegiate does not lead to the path to pro. So there's other things we got to focus on if you really want to be pro. And yeah, so that's that. So pretty much you're telling me you want to go pro. Is that correct? Am I wrong?
I haven't thought about it that much,
Okay,
and
sure. So
to
then
be
we'll
honest, I'm a guy that sets goals for the short term,
yep.
and I get those, and then I go on from there. I'm not a guy that
Okay, sure.
I mean, sure, I plan for the future and I have dreams and shit, but
Yeah, yeah. But in my opinion, it's quite important to have an end goal because without that end
no,
goal, that purpose goes away. Yeah, you have short-term goals, but you're only gonna really focus on the short-term stuff. Yeah, you can use that to kind of climb, get better and better, but you need an end goal purpose. That way you will not quit. That's the importance of
to
it.
keep
Okay.
going.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
then you have some purpose there and be like, you know what? I'm still not there, even though I'm hitting my short-term goals or I'm not hitting my whatever. That big picture is in your mind, and that's why I ask these questions to my students, so that way I can understand if they have some sort of purpose or not. So okay, and that's fine. So uh we'll move on from that. There'll be a follow-up question near the end. So you can go up and queue up. I will watch you play. Don't be nervous. This is not a time for you to show off to me. I don't really care the results of the rounds, the wins, uh like you winning in the game. It's more about me seeing your true raw skill, and I tell all my students that rank doesn't mean nothing. Okay, it goes both ways. Where I can give it in both examples. Where there's a plat player and his true skills at Ascendant Immortal level. There's a plat player, his true skills at Silver level, or a Mortal player and his true skills at Radiant level. Okay, plat Immortal level and his true skills at Diamond. He's not a real Immortal.
yeah,
So it
I know
goes both
exactly.
ways. So I tell all my students this. I'm not trying to say that you don't know or anything. Okay, it's just I'm letting the ground rules now where let's not focus on a rank. And I know you're not that type of player because you're in a
Yeah,
team setting. You're trying to improve on a competitive level. You've been on a high level teams on Siege, stuff like that. So, yeah, your true skill is what really matters. Okay. So, and I know you know that, but it's just I'm reiterating these things that are really important for you to kind of get a grasp on for the future. Um, but yeah. So,
gotcha.
but yeah, so one thing I would say off, what we kind of talked about is just I'm not saying that you have to have one, but you should. Okay, like through
A
my,
long-term goal.
you're probably in your early 20s. I'm almost 30 now. Okay,
I'm 19 right now.
right,
Yeah.
you're young. Okay, and I'm not trying to bash you or say that you don't know anything. It's just I've experienced a lot of life. I've failed a lot. I've made a ton of money. I've lost a ton of money. I've tried to go. I was pro when I was 14 in StarCraft 2. Tried to go pro in other games after because that was my dream. Ever since I was 10, 9 years old, you know, the first time my brother showed me how to play Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne, okay, I won and we played Dota together. I wanted to go pro in a game. That was my dream, right? So I never really kind of, I failed at it, right? I can admit that I failed at it, but when you have that thing there, it's a different level of commitment. Like you just like the improvement speed is just boom, 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 boom. Okay, because I've been top 200 in StarCraft 2. I used to get sent to MLG 2012 Anaheim all the time. Okay, compete with the
Yeah.
top 50 players, top 10 players in ranked. Because StarCraft's a 1v1 game. It's even more difficult, right? It's it's
Yeah,
it's
on your
it,
mental, especially, I bet.
exactly because it's me. There's nobody else helping me or got my back or someone tell me, yo, you got this, bro. Don't worry, keep your head up. It's me, right? And I'm a 14-year-old kid, right? So you got to keep that in mind that
Match
um,
found.
to be at the
Yep.
top, it's all about edge. It's not about aim anymore. Um, so, but yeah, so I'll write
Oh,
some.
what a great map. Yeah, this is a good map. This is on it. Yeah, this is probably one of my best Cypher maps. So
Okay, no worries.
that's a good pick right there.
So I will be writing. So I'm switching it up. I used to write general notes on my computer, but I'm actually gonna sort of write it down on a piece of paper, and then I'll rewrite it in the Discord chat and then send it to you as well. But that way I can save time because I'm always writing the round down specifically, and then I have to scroll back up and then like you know what I mean. So this will make it
Yeah,
much quicker, and I can really focus on what's going on. So that's that. Okay.
gotcha. Sounds
Corey
good.
Valorant Hyde Parks, my content creator. Heard you're trying to coach one. Yes, sir. Hit my DMs or join my Discord or
How
DM me on
often do you
Discord.
like? You'd say how many percent of your students, play each role? Like how many percent play Duelist, Initiator, Sentinel,
I
Controller?
mean, I think just in general, even if I didn't coach, the general population want to play duelists, right? Because they're so caught up on this idea that it's the cool role. You get lots of kills and stuff like that. You can just AFK, but they don't understand the actual role. Like you don't know how many immortal duelists I've had so far, where like I watch them play. I'm like, what are you doing? Like this guy just dashes. Like they know how to entry, like go in first, but they don't know how to do anything else. They go in first and just sit in the middle of the site, just letting his whole team just clear the site, right? Like it's like, bro, right? Like they don't
Yeah.
understand that the duelist role is a really selfless role. I think your friend is quite good. He's in. I told him he's in the 10% where, he's a balanced player. Like he's got a good balance of his skills. Right. It's not like
Yeah, and he's like brand new. I've
right,
I've
right.
put him onto
That
some Kovacs routines too,
it's
so he's
very
working on his
impressive. Very
mechanicals.
impressive. Like the
Yeah.
general
All right.
thing is like it's fucked. But okay, good luck. I'm not gonna talk to you. I never talk on the first section session.
Sounds good.
After on we kind of have a little bit more bouncy sessions. But okay, good luck. Stay locked in. Stay focused, and
Will do.
I'll talk to you after the game. Okay.
Yep, sounds good. Oh, what's up, team?
That goes there.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, boys, doing today?
In a winning mood.
Oh, I
Oh,
like that. I love to
sorry,
hear that.
Moxie. Yeah, I gotta change the bot. It's on default, but yeah. There's no caps for
I'm gonna
now.
cam. I don't need anybody
Hey,
with
Park.
seeing me. I'm gonna
Hey,
cam long here.
Corey.
I'll
Yeah,
get really info for real. Tell you what
just
side of the map
DM
you're on.
me in my Discord or on in Twitter or on Instagram. You can
No
you
one,
can
no one see long right now.
on any of my socials. Probably not Twitter or X because
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
I have to accept it. Yeah, but I'm gonna not be talking to you
Yo,
guys
Rena,
too
Rena,
much.
Spike
When
down
there's some
A.
downtime, I will, but I have to really, I don't know.
Oh, they're both low.
There's a
Both low.
C.
Actually,
Write
Rena
this
over here.
shit down. There's a C.
But they're on, right?
Yeah, they're both on.
Okay, give me
One
time.
hell, one hell.
Rena's one. Rena's one. Help. Both. Yo, help your jet. Help your jet.
One enemy remaining.
Nice job. Yeah.
Oh, this is a nice spot. This goes here. Yes, this should do.
Omen, can I get a? If they push C, can I get a mid-site smoke here? I'll call for it.
Sure.
Thanks. And no one's seeing long right now. Probably gonna work mid. I'll smoke garage. In garage for you.
They have to push.
Cage trigger.
Spike down. C.
Oh, I pickled
One
it.
enemy remaining.
He's crash. He's right swing.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, I'm fucking running this guy down.
Flawless.
Nice job, boys.
You guys are
What
so
kind of
much
laugh
better
is
than my
that?
last team.
Yo, was that you laughing right now?
Yeah, I think that was Reyna, bro.
Crazy
Wait,
laugh.
who was laughing, bro? That's crazy. You're like a demon.
But my writing is so I haven't wrote in like
Let me do that.
years since my college. Like I haven't wrote on a piece of paper in like
This
forever, and my writing is like.
Yo, Teo, can you play my garage? I'm not gonna trip it.
this
Like
goes
you guys
there.
would not. You guys would laugh. Like it's like doctor's writing, bro. I don't know.
I
why.
have cam for it. I can hold you.
I've always had bad writing, but
I don't
just
need that
because I
mid-size
write
smoke
so
this time, Roman.
fast, and I
I'm
can
just gonna
like,
play in.
shorten the words just so I can.
Some
You know,
small.
it's hilarious.
Cage reply destroyed.
They're on.
Wait a moment. Cage trigger. Reply destroyed.
And 70 Omen. 2 front sight, 1 default. Nice.
Player standing.
Shock down. Deploying drone.
Probably shouldn't have swung that.
Stop both of them.
Continue.
I thought the Omen ran for the bomb.
Let's see here. Shock my trip.
I'm gonna wait off to write a little bit on the general notes because
This is a nice spot.
you know people usually
That goes
kind of
there.
are not heated up
Yes.
in the beginning.
No more charges left.
I have to wait for a
This goes
couple
here.
rounds really. Overall, I like the setups.
No one see long right now.
They put a vice flash mid. 1 mid. 2 mid.
Smoking B.
The hunt begins.
On my neck.
Stunning.
Spike planted.
Is there anyone in garage?
Two front side, two front side.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. Damn, I got shit on.
Player standing.
Yeah, he probably needs to do that a little bit quicker. In my eyes, a little bit of a quicker. Just should have just walked down with his knife for a couple times.
Clean.
Oh, sure.
See where he'll set up here. He just goes perma C, I guess. It's a perma C player.
This is a nice spot. Yes, this should do. That goes there.
A, it sounds like.
Well, that's like garage. What the fuck?
You see grass?
Bring up A short.
No smokes. You guys got no smokes. Two A short. It's It's Silva and Vice short.
100 on Vice.
55 Omen, swinging you backside.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, one more short. He's still short.
On site.
Oh, I'm lying. That's right, nice shot, bro.
Fuck.
Silva cooking. Oh, what am I hearing, bro? Elcom.
Oh, you're the KO from last game.
Yeah. Were you on my team?
Hey,
Yeah, bro.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Jack, can I get a buy? Should I get a pull on me?
My thanks.
Appreciate it,
This
boss.
goes here. Yes, this should do. Oh, this is a nice spot.
Silva C long right now.
One was window.
Could be a
one
C
was drop.
split.
Nothing A lobby.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, he joined up long.
Yeah, one's still grass, one window as well.
You smoke me off here.
Okay. Wait, on site.
Cage trigger.
It's out mid LP. Jet, Reyna, Omen.
Spike planted.
No hard feelings.
Yeah, Jet's on top, top left, top left.
Last player
Oh, we're tuck
standing.
right. Nice.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, that's tuck left for him.
B, I thought you droned it. You didn't see anyone.
No, I droned it.
Wow, that was
I'm
an
pretty sure someone was,
interesting post there.
Was that important?
Unless she was already on B.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You could have been tucked default or something.
Yeah, I think we need a trip from B. Then.
Yeah, you said trip on B?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
That goes there.
Jet, I'm gonna hold garage this time. You can play somewhere else.
Fire Silva.
Hey, can I get a bite?
Fire Silva.
This goes here.
Jet.
Jet, can you buy so? Yo,
That
Jet.
goes there.
Get out of my way.
That's cool.
You smoke C. We're gonna have to retake it. They're already on.
I
Just
must wait a
one's
moment.
close.
Caught one.
Reyna copy.
Cage triggered.
One default Jet. One was launched. I'm gonna flank.
Wait, TPing out. Keep Omen TP'd out.
They're playing.
Spike
Our
planted.
cypher's flank.
One enemy remaining.
Pop, pop, pop,
Backside,
pop.
backside.
Player standing.
Fuck.
This is a really good play. I really like that play. Something I would do too.
Oh, nice shot, bro.
Nothing really there.
Dude, like
That was a really good play. I really like that.
Yeah, we gotta buy next year.
Fire for next.
Yeah, let's buy for next. So old.
Hopefully I can read my own.
I'm gonna play a
writing.
retake setup C. Retake's not bad here.
This goes here.
Hopefully I can read my own writing.
That goes there.
He sets up for retake C. Pretty sure there you go, yeah. They are go.
Cage triggered.
Oh wait, I have a pistol. Why am I dodging that? Oh, I'm out of it.
Two default.
Last player standing.
52.
Enemy down.
52 on a Silva.
Ah, fuck. Gotta hit those. Did I have a fucking gun on me? I'm gonna pick some shit up.
It's pretty. Wait, what did I
They
write?
come C.
Round?
I might.
I'm gonna give you that B
this
trip
way.
I
again.
almost fucked up the notes. I wrote round not 10, but it was round.
This goes
Yeah,
here.
that would have been really bad.
Good enough, not correct, but
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I can count. Okay.
Yes, this should do.
Lol.
Oh,
What do you
this is a
think?
nice
Like
spot.
times do you usually coach? I can most of the time for next week now.
Mm.
Oh, also, is there anything I need to do before session Wednesday? Moxie, just warm up normally and be prepared for a
there's
long
two
session.
coming in garage. What the fuck?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, I'm fucked. Yep. 2-1 Steve. Omen running on. Sova was grass. Listen.
Begins.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
That jet dash scared me. Fuck.
Enemy down.
Sure. Can save. We're broke.
Team
I
A.
should have said that earlier.
You gotta message me your availability so then I can work with you. But yeah, I'm pretty much fully booked this
Yeah,
whole
whoever's
week. I've
surrendering
got
is
like 2, 3
weakest. It is 4 to
students
5 on Haven
every day.
defense.
I think Saturday I have 4 too, or Sunday. Sunday and Saturday are
I'm not
just
pointing
fucked.
fingers, but I think it's Jet.
This goes here.
Just message me your availability and then I'll get back to you with times. But
Yes, this should
Dude,
do.
why, bro?
it's open on the
Oh,
10th
why are you so
on
negative?
Monday. That's when I
this
start
is a nice
I can
spot.
start booking, but it's gonna fill up really quickly. Usually it's just
Good to see I'm gonna ult it.
Shotgun rush.
Dart B smoked off B. Buys there while jet in. 4 on. Running.
Spike planted.
The fuck?
Nowhere to run.
Scanning ahead.
One backside jet.
He's really good at comms actually.
Last player standing.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, my
to see.
sheriffs are not hitting. Our shots not hitting right now. Oof.
He has good comms.
Alright, I'm gonna do a B garage setup. I'm play on B. Someone take over my C.
Yeah, I can play C.
He has very good
My
comms.
flash is pretty good.
Feeding info, stuff like that.
Wait, I have a dart.
This goes here. Yes, this should do. That goes there. Oh, this is a nice spot.
And one problem I'm seeing is he keeps letting them play where his trips are. You just gotta tell them, get the fuck away from my site.
Omen's window.
Destroyed.
B and garage trips. Cams.
One's
for
pushed up on my B right now.
Bottom mid. East.
Tripwire. Cage trigger.
There's no way he's on it. Might go A off of that.
Yeah, everyone running short. I'm gonna ult plant.
I'm really interested
Yeah,
to
yeah,
see
yeah.
his
There's a few A.
his attacking side. That's
Ren on. From short. Oh, long. 2 on. One short.
No ult.
Omen's How? Omen's on top of the box.
30
on.
seconds left.
Cage trigger.
Fuck, man, that dart fucked me.
Last
Yeah,
player
those.
standing. One enemy remaining.
Oh my gosh, good shit, boy. That was scary.
Last round in the half.
His
I have
team
extra
just
money if
bailed
anyone
their
needs.
whole team. That
I
guy
need
just
this.
bailed the whole
My
team. I'm pretty sure
type.
that's so. Can't remember who it was.
Yes, this should do.
I'll tell you, I'm gonna play on C this round. I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna play garage and
Let's go
something
there.
else. So.
This goes here.
A lot C, 3 at least. Buys as well, no lurk. Sova's joining up.
Cage triggered.
All missiles away.
What a shit dart.
Revealing area. Shock dart.
Yeah, they're leaving. Reina's still long.
Spike down
He
A.
left.
Just on my ping.
Still mid.
Both.
Reina's there.
One enemy remaining.
In their spawn.
Alright, we just one on him.
Good job.
Nice round on me.
Good half, boys.
Switching sides.
Buy setup.
Right, this is the
What the flip?
Can we see split here?
really
Have me and Omen go garage, y'all three go long. Vise is, I'm gonna see where we'll see where Vise is playing after this round, but
Can I give one of you guys bomb?
yeah, give Sova a bomb or Teo.
Yeah, give it.
Wait, I just realized we had a double
Let's
initial.
smoke
from
this
right.
and this.
Word.
they want a double initiator, especially on attack.
Wait, or do you want a late work? I don't know.
And then
I'm
missile
smoking garage
back.
window.
What?
I'm smoking garage window.
Yeah, we're gonna take it.
Cover going out.
And Vice is set up
Vice is
C. He
here.
has a flashing here.
Yeah, I can't go out.
Flash.
I'm blind.
Let's go through guys.
Omen's back there.
One go.
Omen's silver back there. Logs.
Spike down C.
One more backside.
Last
Oh
player
no,
standing.
CT. Fucking not with that.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, panicked. Nice try.
70.
Damn it. Yo, can we fucking run it garage?
Sure.
I'm not a actually within plant. No,
What'd you say?
nothing.
Vise had wall in garage last round. Might be able to bait that out. We could go
I'll
BB
go
after
on it.
that off.
Locating target.
Enemy spotted mid.
I can see the wall.
One
Might
suppressed.
just put up. There's 3.
Yeah, just put wall up. Just put wall up. We can go B.
Coming ahead.
Just took A space. Fuck, I didn't put my trick down. Dink back sight, Sova.
Okay, fight the A guy.
Yeah, let's fight him.
A long, he's long.
One A-link, there's one C-link.
52.
Last player standing.
Fuck, man, I got him.
Spike down
What?
A.
He's one. Sova one. Should be one. Actually,
Jet's like 1, 2.
nice try. I should have seized mid. So, where was Reina? Where was Reina last round?
I don't even know.
I don't know either. And Omen, Buys, and so were Seaside. Do we work A here or is just Jet?
Oh, this is a nice spot.
It was just Jet, I think, unless Reina was there.
Let's contact it.
goes there.
Hey, can you drone me in short after I put this cam in?
Drone going out. Shadows traveling.
Good job.
No,
Just
Reina and
close.
Jet are on.
Missiles away.
You have stun for this corner? Stun us. Bro. You stuck short, just stuck short. Nice.
3.
One heaven. Y'all have numbers.
I was smoking 4 Jet. I can break the drone.
Here.
Bait jet, he's one. They're both CT.
Shadows traveling.
Very fast.
This is good.
One enemy remaining. Last
Heaven,
player
heaven, above you.
standing.
Nice, good shit, boy. Well, that answers where Reyna
not-
was.
No more charges left.
I'm gonna buy, let's buy for next year, yeah?
This goes here.
He needs to
I'm gonna dart.
find and create timings. I don't really
Yes,
like this trip
this should
actually.
Cover
One B.
going out.
He's right side B.
Your walled off, Jet. Let's help him after. And with this wall
Here.
drop, someone come here, man. Gonna wait for the smoke to fade and pop?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Shadows traveling.
Cage triggered.
Blind. Oh, deep. Wait, what?
Shadows.
Spike down. C.
There was a lot
Last
there.
player standing.
That's true. Yeah, they are stacking like 3 towards C. Let's just go A again here. Shit. Let's get Teo orb, and then we can
This is a
hold
nice
backs out and take. Actually, or we can use it post. Or we can use it post. I need to alert.
Now he's identified.
This goes here.
Yes, he needs to.
I'm gonna buy setup C again.
What's his normal trips? Cam mid. Walks up.
She might have something back there.
Wait for Cypher. He has a
Yeah.
I'm at my dart.
Spy's dead.
Cage triggered.
Enemy spotted. A.
Just wait for my dart. 5 seconds.
Que huevo nada.
Reyna was here.
Backside, backside. 40. Oh, I gotta stop coming when I'm shooting.
Oh,
God.
close.
Just go see.
I think that was both, yeah. I'm gonna play offset with my
He's already up.
Omen's here, close already.
I don't know why he started running.
One enemy remaining.
My ult is ready.
Should be far.
Last late rotate. Y'all can play off. We have both ults. Like good shit. Let's go. You have dart in
let's use,
3. Use dart
Okay, he needs
first.
to hold down mid. Okay,
hold
he
first.
did that finally.
First, bro.
Okay, it took him way too long to do that.
ahead.
Okay, that was.
Last player standing.
Wait, he's dead. Oh, no,
Taps.
wait, it doesn't kill him.
Oh my god, we lost that. Dude, what is that?
My God, I'm gonna say that round is kind of off.
Let's try. That was not. What? Shit. Watch.
Oh my God.
Can we fake A and then come C? Omen, Jet, and Teo go there. Silva, come with me. Omen, throw one smoke for heaven and then y'all come back after you make noise. Silva, come with me, gang.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, let's contact this. Vice is set up here. One's already leaving. You have dart.
No. Can just walk on. I think she's garage.
Yeah,
I'm smoking garage.
I'm caging.
Cage triggered.
One CT, 5 CT, tag. Oh,
Wait a moment.
not tagged.
I'm just gonna plant.
Came out of.
Sleep,
Mhm.
brother.
Cover going out.
Revealing area. Reloading.
Over the
Last player standing.
For sure. And no one was on site. It worked.
Oh, my finger hurts from writing.
Yes, this should do.
Just go A here. Vice is going to go for
goes
retake though. She doesn't switch her setup at all. Omen, I'm gonna
Sure.
load this.
What's up? There's trips.
Our spike carrier is
Fuck.
killed.
Cam,
Spike down A.
140, 2 and B right now. 140 on buys.
One here. I'll take it.
One's still rotating. There's only one on.
Last player standing.
One suppressed.
Spike down A.
I don't give a fuck. I'm shit in the bed. Sure.
me or
Hello?
hello,
It's
hello,
poison.
hello, hello, hello. Oh. Oh, you
Hello?
DC.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, you DC.
I don't know what was going on there.
I think you just DC'd.
Yeah, you still see my screen?
Yep, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's round 19, round 20.
Okay, what the fuck is that cannon?
He's on.
No, we're playing fast.
phone.
Nice.
Where is everyone hiding?
Blinded.
Adapt or die!
What's that page?
Cage triggered.
One enemy remaining.
She popped that earlier.
26.
I think his comms are quite good. Aim is not the issue. I mean, he's playing Sentinel. Aim is not a big thing with Sentinel, so. I like it more efficient though.
Tagged. I played.
No one to interrogate.
I can't even spell in consistency.
We default here?
Oh, this is a nice
Yeah,
spot.
floats.
This goes here. Revealing area.
I'm dart from garage. Oh, that is a shit can.
Why destroyed?
So this is long.
Ice is on A.
I'm smoking here. Let's just go.
Backside, backside.
Two rotating you now.
Our spike
Two
carrier
spawn.
is killed.
Fuck.
Spike down A.
He's
We know
on
it's
site, no?
Cage
I
trigger.
know I'm here. C's free, by the way, if you can come here.
Here. 30 seconds left.
Gotta get one here. Two rotating through spawn right now.
Cage triggered.
Last player
No, one in B,
standing.
one CT.
One enemy
Nice,
remaining.
last coming from B.
My ultimate is ready.
You have Omen ult too.
GG.
GG. Yeah, I'm just gonna go washroom real quick. Just drank
Alright,
so
sounds
much
good.
water, bro. Just give me 1 second.
Got you, bro. Yeah, I played like shit.
Defenders win.
Yeah, come on in these lobbies too.
Alright, alright. Let me just sure again. You can stop sharing your screen now if you want. Alright, we got a lot to get into. I know overall, from what I saw, I don't think you're a bad player at all. You know,
Hey, dude, can you hear me?
yep, I can hear you.
My game's blowing up, bro.
All good.
I
You can
don't know
stop
what.
sharing your screen.
I was trying to tab out and just froze for like 30 seconds.
All good, all good. I'll share my screen so you can take a look. Take a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know, man. Like last act, those lobbies, like I consistently MVP'd in, and now I can't even. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. I mean, you know, off that information you just told me right now, I do feel like you might be in your head a little bit too much, in my opinion. Um,
That sounds about right.
yeah, like if you know, even if you're like agreeing that it's probably the issue. Okay,
Nothing.
we'll just kind of briefly talk while I kind of get into this. Okay, you know, but I
Yeah.
think it's not like a fortitude problem. Like it doesn't seem like you're a tilter to me from what I saw from you play. Okay, but it might be more of a mental block type thing here that's going on.
It's not that I blame my teammates or tilt
Right,
my
right.
teammates. I like put everything on me, bro.
Exactly. That's
Like,
what I mean.
Nobody
It's
escapes
not
me.
like what I saw.
But
It
they'll
was
try.
you're not angry at your teammates or being toxic or stuff like that. It just to me seems like you're you're holding yourself back in a sense in quotations. It's not like that you're too hard on yourself or whatever, but you're getting in your own head is what I'm trying to say. Okay, you're something is blocking you, and that's why I kind of kept saying it's like a mental block there. Okay, something I'll talk about briefly is that this game is super mental. Okay, you don't know how many students that come to me and I just tweak a little bit of what how they should think or what's going on in their mind, and they just start flourishing, they just start winning, they start MVPing all the time. And I'm not saying I'm the best coach, but I take a different approach where I don't focus really, obviously I help them gain
My
good
ultimate is
mechanics
ready.
and stuff like that too and understand the game in depth, but still
30 seconds
I
left.
really focus on the mental game because I think in traditional sports, whatever it is, any other game, okay, being a high level performer is all mental, okay. You probably heard me talk about this with Dali yesterday.
yeah.
It's the edge. We gotta separate ourselves from everybody else in this lobby, and I feel like you have the potential to do that, but it's you that's blocking yourself.
Yeah, but the thing is that
Yeah.
like I don't know, I don't feel like my mental has changed at all from last act,
But
and like
again, you said I don't feel, but you don't know that.
it could
You're
have, I
telling me
haven't.
I feel. A feeling is not a deep thought. It's just how
Yeah,
you're feeling. It's an emotion, right? So, and you cannot when you're being and I'm not saying you are an emotional person, but I'm just saying when you are in emotions, okay, you cannot think properly, and so that's why you cannot really, identify what's going on with your game. You cannot be critical on yourself. You cannot take, and I'm not saying you don't, but you can't take some sort of accountability and being like, what do I, or you're not thinking straight, I should say. You're not thinking about the things you need to think of. And I will help you in
yeah,
this, okay? But again, your words are really important. And you told me I feel. You saying I feel to me tells me that you don't know. And so you cannot
right.
argue that you know or don't know, whatever. You just don't know. You're not in the right mental state to step back, analyze yourself, and just being like, what is going on with me, right? So I'm telling you right now, like from what I saw, I don't think it's an aim issue or your role issue. You don't not understand the game. You're having a huge mental block somewhere down the line. I don't know, and we'll figure it out. I'll try to figure it out. But from what I'm seeing, like you might be, it might be a little bit. I'm not saying you have a huge ego. I'm just saying it could be an ego issue, as in you're peak immortal. You cannot climb. You're stuck, and you're just like, what the fuck? And I'm not saying you're being toxic or anything, but you're just like, what is going on? And it starts snowballing effect, and you cannot focus on the right thing. So we'll kind of get through that if it comes. But yes, I think in my opinion, it's definitely really mental, and we'll kind of just talk for now, okay? Because I don't
And I
think.
have a question
Yeah,
for you
go
off
ahead, go
that.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So
100%.
in scrims and
Yeah.
games, for example,
Mm-hmm.
I play at my best and
Right.
I am great, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is completely normal. And then I
Mm-hmm.
get in ranked and it's just the complete opposite. I
Right. Well,
understand.
one thing I'll say off that information is that you have to understand they're two different games. Ranked.
Oh, I'm aware that
Right.
like everything is different, but
Right.
I
So
don't
then,
know how my mental would be different. That doesn't make sense to me.
well, I
Maybe
mean,
it's
if you're
because
not playing optimally in ranked, but optimally in team settings, there is something wrong with your mental there. In terms of, maybe you're only focusing on a competitive side, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But,
yeah,
if
I
you want to
definitely prioritize that.
but that's what I mean. So maybe it could be like a focus issue, or you don't really care, or you're getting apathetic. You don't care too much about ranked anymore. Okay, you're just saying, whatever. I'm on a collegiate team. Blah blah blah. This and that.
No, but I do. That's the thing. Like I try and win every single game I
Yeah.
play. I just
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
there are problems from what I'm seeing in terms of, um, I haven't seen you play collegiate, so I can't say in collegiate, but in terms of rank, there are some things you need to refine as well. I'm not saying it's 100% mental. There are still some stuff you have to clean up and refine and, focus on improving. And yeah, like, but we'll get there. But I was gonna just briefly talk to you so we can kind of open up your mind a little bit, okay? Okay,
Mhm.
we really need to focus on, because okay, I know you don't care about rank, but I know you want to rank up, probably get to around Mortal 3 Radiant. That's probably
Yeah,
everyone's thing, right? But
right.
there's something going on there. I'm not, I'll try to figure it out, but right now, because I think overall you're a good player, man. You're communicating well, you're trying to make plans. I would like your concepts on attack to be much better, much cleaner, more specific. um
And the thing is
yeah,
that I
yeah.
tried like I've recently like I can go very very specific with my IGLing. The
Okay.
thing is that I saw this thing and he's like, you got to dumb it down. So that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to dumb it down as much as I can.
Who said this?
I mean, there's a method for engineers. I don't know if you've ever heard it. It's
Okay.
called like the KISS method,
All right.
and it's called Keep It Stupid Simple.
Okay.
That's
But
what it
that
stands for.
Okay, so
But and it was there's a yeah.
right off the
Good.
bat, that's an engineering thing. Okay, this is Valorant.
No, but no, but he was relating it to Valorant. That's what I'm saying. But
Okay, but
I don't
okay,
know. Like I when I
let me
try and go
okay,
too
okay, let me hold on,
complex, I
hold on,
don't
hold on,
do
hold
it.
on, hold on. Let me ask you, how is it going for you?
I haven't tried it much at all. I've tried maybe 2 games with it, and
Okay,
it has not
but
changed anything.
so then it's pointless to use it if it hasn't changed anything. If it's not
Yeah,
working, then that's what I'm trying to say. Like you're maybe trying to think like too much of the things that don't matter. If you really understand this game in depth, okay, like to the
yeah.
T, and really actually think like a high level player, you don't need to dumb it down. All you have to do is make sure they know what the fuck to do. That's it. Okay, you don't need to do a KISS method, whatever the engineering method or whatever. Okay, just stop listening to other people's,
I,
like telling you what they, that'll improve your IGLing. Okay, IGLing is an and I'm gonna ask you, and it's super simple. You should be able to answer this with your eyes closed, ears closed. What does IGL stand for?
in-game leader.
In-game leader. Okay, being a leader. Okay, it's not. There's no tricks and tips on being. There are, but still, like in terms of Valorant, it's through experience. It's through your knowledge. It's through your situational awareness. It's through going through the fires, going through it you develop those type of skills. Not one IGL is the same. You can't just be like, oh, this is how you IGL this, that, on this, and there's like a book of rules. It's not how it is. Okay, you gotta
Yeah.
open your mind and understand that this game is a super flowy game. Okay, the best type of IGLs, okay, the best type of leaders know how to adapt in real time, not in 5 rounds, in 2 rounds, 1 round, within the round. Okay, those are the best IGLs. So that's what you have to keep in mind. Okay, so and I think you have
Word.
potential to doing that, but you have to focus. You gotta stop thinking about other things and just focus on the game. Like I don't care about all these external factors. Just even if it's a mental block, whatever. Okay, just control what you can control and be the best leader you can be. Okay, being a leader, being an IGL, especially in Valorant, but being a leader overall in life, any type of field, whatever, it's a skill, something you need to build. Okay, the best leaders know how to pull that out of their teammates, people around them, or whatever it is, themselves, to becoming high level performers. That's what good leaders do. Just like in an army, okay, the leaders know how to get the most out of their soldiers. It's just like that in anything. So you need to. It might be an IGL issue. I'm not sure right now, but you really need to kind of dig deep, kind of forget about a lot of these external stuff, just really play the game a lot, improve, focus on the right things. Okay, and I'll help you do that, but we can't, kind of think on that level. We got to think much much greater. Okay, so and I think you
Mhm.
have potentials to being a really good IGL. It's just there's
I
some.
just want to clarify, I am not the IGL for my team. I
Sure,
just want to say that. But I
sure,
um
doesn't matter.
I think I thought the reason that I hit Immortal was because of my IGLing.
Sure.
Because before that, I never did that. I got
Whether
advice to start doing it, and I did, and I was like, okay,
Okay,
I
but
just hit my
whether you're
peak
the
doing that.
IGL on your team or it doesn't matter, okay? We're just focusing on overall competitive, and because you're not an IGL, does that mean, and I'm gonna ask you a question, does that mean you can't put your 2 cents in when you're playing on collegiate team? His word
No,
is
no,
law.
definitely, I can still read,
Exactly. So then
still read
it
plays.
doesn't matter, okay? But I'm trying to help kind of focus on the rank side right now because I haven't
Yeah,
I haven't seen you play collegiate, right? Obviously these skills transfer into collegiate too and a
exactly.
team atmosphere, but we need to break you down a bit and work from the ground up, okay? In my
Let's
opinion,
do it.
we got to make sure your foundation is really solid. I'll give you the example of a bamboo tree. Bro, it takes 5, 6, 7 years for bamboo tree to be in the ground, spread its roots, but it doesn't go any higher than like 1 foot in terms of growth. But the growth is so exponential in the 5 months after that foundation is built. It just starts growing. Okay, so we need to make sure that your foundation is set properly, or you're not gonna really be focusing on the right things, improving, not having this mental block and stuff like that. Because once you start opening your mind and being open-minded, not closed off, and I'm not saying you are, I'm just saying in general, if someone is like that, they will see exponential growth. You're gonna be growing at the speed so fast when you start putting in the works. Okay, so
Mhm.
let's just kind of move on. We'll read. I'll read these general notes to you. Okay.
Let's do
Overall,
it.
so I'll start with your cons first. Okay, so aim. Okay, you're a little bit of a panic shooter. I know you're nervous. Streams watching you. I'm watching you. Almost all my students are you know all my students are nervous at this point, but when they get coached by me, but still there are some, that's usually early on in the game. Still in the mid game, late game, you're panic shooting. Okay, remember this round specifically here. Okay, and there's another problem here, but the Silva is planning, you're doing nothing, not even looking at spawn, not looking at garage to hold him. You're just here like this, and it's Omen peeks you, you just go spamming him. You gotta stay focused, and that's where the term comes, calm aim. Okay, and I explained to Dali yesterday too, because he had his aim is quite good, but I told him that because he kept body shotting and then a headshot. I told him, in this game, shooting first is not, or shooting fast does not mean you're gonna kill them. Okay, it's about precision and how fast you can react and delete people by focusing on their head. But you're look. I'm not saying, well, You're kind of, to me, it looks like you're looking at his outline, even though you may be looking at his head, because you're panicking. You're not focusing on the shot you need to take. It's like an archer as well. They're gonna take their time. They're gonna make sure they're locked in on the target. That's why they can shoot a target from fucking 300 yards, whatever it is. Okay, a small little dot. Okay, you need to focus on your fighting mechanics. I think, and one thing I'll say is, obviously you're Cypher. Okay, Cypher is not a role, or Sentinel sometimes, maybe not other roles, but Cypher specifically does not require a lot of aim, skills, mechanics. But that does not mean that we can just have it on a level where it's not the greatest. Okay, we need to refine it, improve it, stuff like that. So I think your aim is not the worst, but not the best. Okay, it needs much more work in terms of getting over the inconsistency. You shouldn't be fighting a guy like this. You probably would never fight a guy like that in collegiate, but you're not focused. You're not locked in on him. You need to
No, well,
delete.
the issue is that like I don't even know how to train that because like when I'm in DMs,
Okay,
that never happens ever,
all right.
right? And then when I get in game, yeah,
Yeah,
sure, I
but
do panic shoot. That happened multiple times that game that I remember,
okay.
and I'm not sure exactly
I
why.
mean,
And I also feel like it's more with my pistols for some reason
well,
that
that's
I
fine, but you have to understand DMs and ranked is different. Okay, it's not the same. Yes, you're training your aim mechanics. Yes, you're training your crosshair placement. Yes, you're training your dead zoning, your movement, whatever it is. Okay, but it's different. It's a totally different game. You can't play like it like a DM, and that's where a lot of people, 90% of people, get it wrong. They're like, "Yo, I always crush DMs, but I'm so dog shit in ranked." It's like, yeah, it's a different game. It's a game that ranked isn't a mode where it requires aim. Okay, it requires your brain, focus, understanding situational awareness, pathing, timings, anticipation, using your intuition. It's way more complex than you running around on DM looking at the screen for red dots and then people sitting in corners and you just one tapping them. Okay, it's a different game. You gotta read the scenario. Your Sova was planning. You're standing here. You'll see in the VOD. You're like here. You may check one time, but you need to
this
do.
is where I put the trip down.
I can't remember specifically. It'll come up when the round comes up. But you're just kind of here sitting. You may have checked it once,
Mhm.
but you need to hold something. I would rather you come here and hold. That way, if he walked out, because he was assuming you weren't holding that, and he made a good play in my opinion, and he destroyed you. He should have killed you much faster. You had a chance to kill him too, but still, like you should have deleted him in my opinion. Okay, so
Yeah, it just caught me off guard. I remember
of
this
course,
round.
of
I put a
course,
trip down and he just swung
of
right
course.
after I put it down. So I mean,
Well,
smart play by him,
it
obviously.
wasn't.
But
No, you didn't put your trip down and then he peeked you. You were here for a while. A couple seconds, you were looking like this with your gun, and then he started shooting at you and you turned. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so but
uh,
you'll see it in the VOD. But we
okay.
we gotta work on this, and we will. I'll show you what to do at the end of the session. But we gotta kind of like make sure that we know what we're doing wrong and how and focus on the improvement and visualize this moment. Visualize it. Be like, oh fuck, he's just peeking. Maybe I should have
Here.
been over here, been over
Here.
there, wherever it is. It's all situational. But in this specific round, I would like you to be somewhere else. I would like you to kind of play it here, so that we can look back, come back, garage, this and that, hold him, right? Because you are holding him, yeah, but it's like you're exposed, you're flat-footed here. That's what you have to think about. Okay, so let's move on. You're panic shooting a little bit. Okay, next thing is needs more precision. Okay, you have headshot potential, but it was rare. You didn't get in too many fights for me to really judge your aim as well. Obviously, because you're playing Cypher, all you really have to do is hold down sights and lurk and attack. So I would recommend that you work on these things more thoroughly, be more consistent, add progressive overload. Don't just do the easy tasks on Kovacs or aim labs or in the range. You need to make sure. And I'm gonna ask you, do you work out at all? Do you go to the gym?
No.
Okay, so in working out and bodybuilding in quotations, or working out or trying to get super chiseled and jacked and look really nice or really strong like a professional weightlifter, there's a fundamental mechanic called progressive overload. You must over time, no matter what is that time, intervals of 1 week, 2 week, whatever it is, you must increase the intensity. Okay, not just the length, as in, oh, I'm doing it longer and that's the intensity. No, intensity as in pushing yourself to become faster and stronger by you know increasing the intensity. No more, not as much rest, making sure I'm just going through this playlist in fucking 30 minutes even though it takes 1 hour, because I'm doing it that fast and it's 100% effort. Okay, that's what intensity is. Making sure, and that's what progressive overload is. That that law, that rule is applied to almost anything, physical or even mental. To gain something that is at the top, you must actively increase intensity, make sure it's harder, harder, harder. Okay, especially physical or in any terms of improvement. And aiming is a physical act, is it not? Is it mental or is it physical? I'm gonna ask you. See where you're at.
Physical. Well, I mean, like
Right.
kind of both, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree.
Uh,
It's a small portion of mental that requires focus, using your eyes, hand-eye coordination, but majority of training to having good aim is a physical act. It's your arm, it's your forearm, it's your wrist, it's your fingers, it's a little bit of your biceps, a little bit of your traps, a little bit of your triceps, a little bit of your chest, a little bit of your lats, a little bit of your neck. That's what people don't understand. Your muscles are so connected that if you just move your fingers and wrist and forearm, they think that that's the only muscles being used. No, your muscles are connected throughout your whole body, from your feet to your head. That's what people don't understand. It's a physical thing. So we got to make sure we're adding progressive overload. Okay. So that's that for cons for aim. Overall, I didn't get to see too much aiming fights. So it is what it
yeah, I
is.
didn't really get
Okay.
into
And
many
that's fine.
fights that
That's
game.
fine because you're playing a role. I said it on stream. I'm like, he's not fighting a lot because he's not playing he's playing his role. It's normal to be on Cypher and not take a lot of fights because you need to stay up. Okay, just have your
Hmm.
kit up, to have your trips up, stuff like that. Just be up in general. Gain information. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, comms. I think comms is probably your strongest trait. You probably learned that through. I didn't have anything bad to say, honestly, about your comms. I didn't rate anything here because it was quite good, really strong. So you probably learned that
Thank
through
you.
collegiate, playing high level in Rainbow Six Siege. It's another tactical shooter that requires a lot of communication. So that's that. Okay.
Hmm.
The next thing is um, utility. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit thicker. Okay, from this point forward, a little bit, not too much, but still. Okay, in terms of playing Cypher. Okay, so utility usage. He should. He should buy double trip on pistol. That's what I wrote. So you bought a ghost,
I need this.
one trip, one smoke. Okay, that's what duelists do. Okay, you need to buy your utility. You know what I do? I literally will get light armor, classic, double trips, or if I'm feeling really frisky, I don't even buy armor. I go double trips, double smokes, because I understand how strong my utility is. Okay, and we'll work on a little bit of your trip usage, in my opinion, but we'll move there. So that's just a specific round on pistol. You don't need a ghost. Okay, if you have good
Okay.
aim, if you have good
Yeah,
aim,
I didn't even know that.
and I'm not saying that you can't buy a ghost, but I'm just telling you, if you want to play Cypher really well, you need to be buying both your trips on pistol round. Okay, through
Okay.
experience,
I'll
it's
start doing that.
super strong. Okay, and that's a little bit of a confidence thing too. Because I understand I have good aim. Doesn't matter what the gun is. I'm consistent with a lot of guns, so I can be using a classic and shit on people with ghosts and sheriffs. I don't give a fuck, especially on pistol. I just know I can delete it. It's a two tap gun on the head. It's really strong. A ghost is same if they have light armor. So um, that's that. Okay. So but I would like you to buy two trips on pistol and then set up because you didn't do anything. You guys splits. You called for split. See, I love your calling. Okay. But you had a trip, you had a smoke, and you just lurked up. Didn't even put the trip anywhere to protect your team. Okay. Remember,
I didn't put it C main, like for C.
nope, not on pistol round.
Ah,
You
no,
you walked
no,
up
that's
Here.
the
garage
issue.
door and died to this jet here. You whiffed on him and then he one tapped you with a sheriff right
Yeah, I
here.
remember that.
Yep. So
Remember that well.
let's
That was
keep that in
bad.
mind. That your
Just panic
goal
shooting
isn't
again.
to kill them. Yes, it's to take space and lurk. I love this timing, but the thought process was great. Execution was really bad. Okay, so uh, you gotta put a trip somewhere,
Yeah,
anywhere.
I
Okay.
usually do that.
Yeah,
I guess I was just out
that's
of it. I
fine.
don't know
Okay, I
why.
know. Sure, you usually do that, but still, in this game, you didn't. So let's just kind of
Yeah,
work on our
gotcha.
mistakes. So what I would, and we'll get there. Okay, I won't yap too much on it because I don't want to get too deep into it. I want to go through these notes, but we will get there when the pistol round comes. I will explain exactly, specifically what you could have done that would have increased the chances of you guys. I don't really like to look at the results of the round and stuff because it helps you become biased, but um, it will help you increase the chance at a greater success rate in winning rounds. Okay, because Cypher is one of the hardest agents to play against as a defender. They can't take space on you if you play correctly, and I'll explain that later. So let's move down the list. Overall, I think you're a pretty solid player. It's just you. I think we just need a little bit of refinement. That's all it is. A little bit of refinement, a little bit of optimalization, as in being optimal, being a adding value somewhere down the line where there's a trip, smoke, a cam, you holding down mid, lurking, okay? Because I have probably over 3,000 hours on Cypher, okay? So I have a lot of hours
Wow.
on Cypher, so I understand how to play this agent at a high level, okay? So that's that. All right, so let's move on. Nothing crazy, but still, just a little refinement. I wrote not placing trips plus flank on not placing trips for flank. Okay, so this is a more of a attacking note. There are some rounds, most rounds you did it, but your trip placements to me are not bad, but not the best in my opinion. Okay, the next thing is I wrote, I wrote bad trip on C main and A. The trips here, you put a trip like here a lot of times, not all the time,
Yeah.
but most of the time, and then you put another trip here. I don't mind this trip too, but there's these, I know people like to use better, like cool trips. I think this trip is pretty good in my opinion too, but I'd rather use this trip. This trip is way better in my opinion.
I usually switch it based off what we're pushing. So if we're
Sure.
going C, for example, I use
Yep.
that deeper one. If we're taking an A, I use that one that you just put down.
The deeper one as in on here?
Here.
No, I'm talking about the A trips. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the A trips.
Yeah.
So if we're taking C
You
or
put it. You
B,
put it
I
here.
do that one. Yes.
Okay,
If
and
we're
then
going A, I do that one.
okay, yeah,
The one
that's
you're-
fine. Yeah,
Yep.
but yeah, I will explain why putting it
Here.
there is always better, and putting it here is also better.
Here.
Okay,
Yeah.
regardless of where you go. Okay, you can just use those ones forever, and I'll show you why. Okay, the next thing is, okay, now we're in movement and positioning. Okay, I wrote needs to be patient in the lurk. Okay, so many rounds, okay, first of all, you didn't lurk too much. You should have lurked way harder. Okay, but the times you lurked, okay, I'll be specific. I can be. Okay, you come up here. Okay, you kill device. Boom.
Yeah.
And you get here. You're walking. You have the timing, and then you just started running, and then you're shooting at his gun. It's not even his hand or something.
Yeah.
And he just
I
turns
was-
around
I-
and one taps you.
I guess my thought process there was that someone was fighting main and I was gonna try and help him, but
Yeah,
I guess
but okay. Let me ask you this question: did the Reyna look at you
no.
when you were walking? No, he didn't even know you were there. Even though you killed device mid, he was so unaware. You know how rounds are, bro. They get hectic. Especially, he probably needed his team to yell at him like, "Cypher's mid, Cypher's behind it," or some, or But you gave it away, in my opinion. I don't think it's device that told. He probably called you mid as in, "Yo, Cypher's on B," but I don't think, in my opinion, Vice was like, behind you, behind. I don't think he was like that. Okay, you gave it away. You started running and started shooting in his gun, and then he just turned around and one tapped you. Like you had a timing. Commit to it. I can understand speeding up because you feel like they've called you here, but still, all you had to do is be careful. Look. And then you see his gun. Don't panic. It's a little bit of a panic. You saw his gun and instantly started shooting him. You gotta have a presence of mind to not instantly shoot. Just knife him. You could have knifed him there. And you know why this is a bad round? Because you kill this guy, sight is free. They were waiting for you on the lurk, but you gave it up because you died. Okay, they were literally, you'll see it on the VOD. They were waiting either long or short, and then they had to rotate C. Okay, so and I'm pretty sure they lost a round, but still. Okay, you should have just waited and been patient. Okay, obviously don't just tunnel vision on this guy. You would have to get up here and be vigilant
Corners.
and look, make sure there's not one there. Okay, and then you go, you see him, you're like, okay, wait, I got him. Just shoot him in the head, and that's it. Clear the sight, back sight. All they have to do is come to you. That's it. You set up a trip, whatever it is. Okay, I'll give you another round. Okay, what was the other round? I'm trying to think. There was one more round. Fuck. Okay, I wrote it down, so it's there. But okay, let's just move on because it's not too crazy. Just be a little bit more patient. Okay, a little just relax, take it easy. I think it was another round here or something where, oh yeah, you took the timing up garage and then you started running here, and the jet's here, so he can hear you. Remember they darted you here as well because they know you're there because they heard you. All you had to do.
I instantly knew that as well.
Yeah, and
when I
that's fine.
started
That's fine.
running.
Just we gotta learn from these mistakes, okay? And one thing I'll just touch on that is that when you have the timing, you need to keep the timing. Okay, I had another student where he would lurk on a duelist, so it's a little bit different, but still, it was like Pearl. There was like a trip on the ground on A main. Like he didn't even need to jump over it. It was that type. Like it went from here to like there, and he could have just walked over it, and he would like. Anyways, okay, he would give up the timing, or he was lurking on Pearl, and then he would just throw a flash. He's lurking mid. There's no resistance, as in he walks down double doors or art, and there's nobody. Nobody's peeking him. No one's jumping. No one's shooting him. There's no utility, and he would just throw his Reyna blind out in the open around the corner. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You're literally telling them, "What's up? I'm here." Right, especially a Reyna blind because they can see the blind on the minimap, right? But it's a little bit on that same note. It's like when you have the timing, you cannot give it up. You need an element of surprise. That's the whole point of a lurk. The point of a lurk isn't to go up, take space silently, and then tell them, "Yo, guys, I'm here. What's up, everybody?" and start waving our hands and telling them where they are. Okay, the whole point of a lurk or a flank is that it's unexpected. You gotta keep that element of surprise. Okay, and we'll get there when the round comes. Okay. The next thing is he's a bit slow on rotating, and which is kind of normal on a cipher, but still. This was early on, so don't think like it's the whole game. It was just on the like first 3-4 round notes, but you're a little bit slow on the rotations early on. After that, you're playing
Yeah, and that's
pretty
a
well.
habit from Collegiate. I don't
And
ever
that's
leave
fine.
my site unless they're
Right, right.
planting the fucking
And that
bomb.
makes
So
sense. It makes sense logically. You're a cipher. All you have to do is sit, hold 2/3 or 1.5 thirds of the whole map with your utility and yourself. So that's fine. I fully understand that as a cipher. But I would like you when you need to identify when they're going in or not. That's the difference.
mhm.
Okay, or
Yeah.
when, or whether they tell you or not. Obviously, it's ideal if your team is like, "Yo, they're coming in, 2 smokes down all their utility," or you hear like a breach and "Let's go," and he's or an alt, a KO alt, a Vice, whatever it is, a KJ alt to get on site. Okay, you shouldn't always need what's the word looking for? Identification type utility, or a indicator, I should say, an indicator for you to go in. Obviously we use those to rotate, but still, you need to be that guy. You need to be so hyper aware in terms of your intuition, understanding what the enemy is doing, their patterns, frequencies, tendencies, to know that they're gonna go A, because you're just sitting on the site and your team's fighting and dying. So that was just a note on the early on. So it's not too big. Okay. The next thing is, okay, you need to lurk on attack way more, and I'll explain how and explain why, and how to do it better. But and I wrote it down. Okay, round 17 is the round you said I need a lurk. That's the first time you identified you need to start lurking, and you started doing it after that, which was great. You identified you need to do it, and then you started doing it. But round 17, that means you didn't lurk for 5 rounds. You probably could have changed the course of the game off just your lurks, and that's what I do too. My lurks are so good, they have so much impact that it changes rounds. It causes chaos within the enemy team. That is really what a lurk is also for. Element of surprise and causing chaos. You kill one mid, they're like, "Yo, he's mid," and you reposition, you're behind another guy, or you kind of wait in a good corner, a good spot, and you kill more. You keep pressing, or you kind of play it safe after you kill 2 guys, and they're just looking for you mid, and you're just nowhere to be found. You're with your team, right? So lurking is a skill. It's not a genetic thing or whatever. Okay, so it's a skill that you must build upon, especially if you're a controller player or a sentinel player. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, so I would like you to lurk more on attack. Defense, I think your space taking was really, really good, to be honest. I wrote that in the notes, but we'll get there, okay? But on attack, because even before attacks started, I literally told the stream, I'm like, I'm so curious to seeing how you play attack, because it's crucial to being a sentinel. It's easy to play defense already, even if you weren't a sentinel,
Yeah.
right? Okay, it's even easier when you're a sentinel playing defense, but it's your attacking side I wanted to see, because I can judge what kind of sentinel you are on attack, because I want to see whether you know how to play attack on sentinel, what you need to do, what parts of the map you need to shut down, lock down, and also how good is your lurking. And to me, I'm not saying it was terrible, but it was a little bit slow. It took a while to develop. Okay, it needs to be instant, round 1. Okay, you need to just lock down mid and then start gaining information with your lurks. That's what it's for too. It's not just causing chaos and element of surprise and killing 3 people on the lurk. That's not what it is as well. There's an element of information gathering as a lurker. You can hear people running off. You can hear them running to A when you're mid here in this cubby or over here or whatever, and then you can tell them, "Guys, come back," and then take the timing as well, because it's safe if you've heard 3 people running through B, right? Like, so it's just common
Got a
sense.
question for you
Yep, go
off
ahead.
that.
Yep.
So how many times, I'm not like, because obviously my collegiate habits go into ranked, right?
Right.
and I lurk almost every single round in my games and
In
matches
collegiate?
and shit like that.
In collegiate?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah.
yes, I
Okay.
do. I get info. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that. But my question is,
Yeah.
when do you decide to do a 5-man compared to just lurking around?
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. That when they tell you they're about to go in, I mean, even then, I wouldn't be with them all the. I'm not saying always AFK lurk up B. That's not what I'm saying. It's just you need
Yeah,
to
I know.
understand what to control first, and then group up and play accordingly if that is the case, right? But a lot of the times, you should be actually not fully maybe 100% opposite every time, like every round, because then they'll know that the team's always opposite of you. But you need to switch it up. Sometimes you start mid, sometimes you start C, and then you gotta think about it on this terms, as in you gotta also understand the enemy's tendencies, not as in whole, not the whole enemy team, but their individual tendencies, patterns, and frequencies. This is the most important part of Valorant. Okay, if you're really good at reading people and how they do it, what they like to do, where they'll go, how often they do those things, you'll be a fucking brain map hacker in this game. You'll
That's what I was
understand.
attempting to do that
Right,
game. I just wasn't
right.
capitalizing by
Right,
my
because you weren't
personally.
really thinking on what they're doing like to the T, like in terms of tendencies, where they like to set up, and also the frequency. That is important. It's not just where they like to go and what they like to do. You got to know how often they are doing. You got to have this mental calculator that can calculate this in real time really quickly. It's a skill. It's a skill. Okay, I learned it through playing poker for a living, so it's a little bit different, but it's a skill that you must develop in understanding. Will this guy go here this round? Okay, and a little, it's a little bit of adding an anticipation and prediction as well. You take a calculated guess. It's a guess, but it's calculated off the information that is being fed to you. Okay, so that's that. But in terms of your question, going back to whether I should 5-man or whatnot, when you watch pro play, a lot of the times they're not actually running it down 5. Okay, yes they are, but still, they will understand. I was watching the T1 and the T1 versus G2 on Haven on this map, bro. Izu was literally he was flanking every round on ISO, right? Like it's or, on the retake or whatnot, even on attack.
You
Like
mean Meteor?
or whoever was playing the ISO, I think it was
Yeah,
Meteor or
Meteor.
Izu. They were playing two duelists, so I remember
Well,
who.
Meteor was their Sentinel, but he was on ISO that game. I
Yeah, I
remember
know
that. I
he's a
watched
sentinel,
it.
but they were, yeah, he was just flanking every time. Like, obviously that's on a defensive side, but still, it shows you that you don't always have to retake 5v5 because that's on book on paper. That's the perfect way. Okay, this game's all about timing. So if you have a timing, you take it because it's unexpected. Okay, and he had that timing. So I think he won the map for them because he took such good timings, flank like every single time they had a hard time post plant scenario. So you got to be that type of nuisance. And I'm not even thinking about it in a role sense. Like anyone can cause chaos if you do it really well and use your brain. Okay, so let's move on. We'll get there when the round's specific. That way we can really break it down. Okay, but so needs to lurk on attack. Needs to hold mid on attack. So on attack, I'll briefly touch on this because I don't want to go too crazy. But on attack, you should be locking this down. I actually like this camp too. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's quite good. But
That one I didn't like because it can't. I'm talking about the one above the box is the one I use the most.
sure, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, if
Oh
you're gonna
yeah, just that
cam
area.
mid, if you're gonna cam mid, you need to be on the cam. You always cammed and never went on cam. Okay, you need to lock down this part, especially at the higher levels. Okay, these levels, sure, you can start running it down, whatever, knife valve lurk or silently lurk immediately, stuff like that. But higher levels are gonna be ready for you, especially if you're doing them, especially if they can identify that you are sitting mid a lot and just doing that type of play. So at the higher levels, you should be in your camps more to gain some information. When you gain information like this, you're sitting here and you got your trip set up perfectly where they cannot jump over, or obviously if they have agents that can jump over, it's whatever. But still, you know, if you set up well and you're playing well, okay, you will literally lock down so much of the map, and that's what this note is. You need to be playing mid. Okay, I'm not saying walk up every round and lurk up into B. That's not what I'm saying. Is you need to sit mid. Literally, Haven is a map where Cypher needs to sit here on it and play with his strips. You need to play in this general lane. Okay, whether it's C, whether it's A main, whether it's mid, you need to play mid. What I do, I don't mind this cam. It's pretty good. Actually, I like it. What I do is as soon as it starts, I put my cam up here.
I used that a few times,
Yeah,
but
or you can put a different cam too, somewhere
Here.
over here, or there's not enough
yeah, I
time.
kind of just like
But
put my cam there and then don't do anything at mid.
sometimes I put
So
my
I know
cam
what you're
here
talking about.
too, where it's like this. It's hidden from the. They can hear it, yeah, but they gotta come and swing it wide. So then I'll peek off it too a lot, especially when there's agents they cannot jump over, like a Jet, a Omen, or, a Raze or whatever. I just sit here on my cam, so that way when they come and look for it, I'm ready to peek and kill them. So you gotta play off your utility on attack, in my opinion, more. I'm not saying you don't, but you need to.
Mm.
You can't just place your trip and then cause a lot of the rounds you just kept going up mid here. You
Here.
can go through double door as well. This is yes, it's a high risk area, but
The issue was that Vise was setting wall there almost every round,
okay,
so.
sure, and that's fine. But I'm talking generally, okay, generally, not this round,
Mhm.
this game.
Yeah, yeah,
Generally,
yeah.
you can go here a lot. You can go there a lot. You can lurk up C. You don't know how many times I've lurked up C because I use my team's contact. They start A, make a bunch of fucking noise. I just walk up C. I'm like, come back, and I'm in their spawn already. Okay, started the round. Just boom, walked up because I just understand how people can move and stuff like that. Obviously, there's times too where I try to make this play and they jump peek me and I die, but whatever. But most of the time it works if you can understand how enemy thinks as well, and also using your team's contact. That's what you need to do better. Use your team's contact. Okay, you gotta let them take contact, and you do, but you gotta use that to your advantage, I should say. Okay, so hold mid down more on this map. Okay, and
Yeah.
most maps, like this concept applies to almost any map on attack. You should be the mid guy sitting there on your trips with a really good cam that you can gain a lot of good info of whether they walk down, whatever it is. Okay, you gotta just kind of do that, and I'm sure you do that in collegiate, but you gotta do that in ranked. You don't have to play so 5v5 in ranked. If anything, you need to put it on your shoulders to lock everything down. Okay, so the next thing is, we kind of touched on this. Need to keep silent and have an element of surprise with our lurks. Okay, you always give it up. You're like, hey, what's up, guys? You're like in their spawn. You're like, hey, you're like waving your hand and beeping a horn. You're like, hey, guys, what's up? Okay, you gotta keep this timing, and especially when they don't know where you are. Okay, even when they do know where you are, as in you kill the vice and he's calling out, you can still be silent in the reposition. You should have took that space back this way. Okay, that's a much high level pathing. As in you kill this guy and you start going this way, they're gonna automatically look link because they think you're gonna come towards them anyways. You should have went behind where it's like being 2-3 steps ahead of them, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's that. Okay. Overall, I think you play the role well. It needs a little refining, a little bit of a tweak, and you'll be an
Yeah.
even better
Agree.
player. I don't
No,
think
you're
you're.
bringing up great points, to be honest.
I don't.
Especially that taking A link and
Right.
taking C link instead
Yeah.
of A link.
Right.
I mean, these players
Yo,
aren't expecting that at all.
they would, bro. You would literally make them piss their. You could have knifed somebody, bro. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
would piss
I
their
know what you're
pants
saying. Though.
because they're gonna look here, right? It just makes sense, right? Let's think. We gotta start thinking how the enemy thinks. You kill this vice. I'm gonna ask you in questions to open up your mind, not to see if you're stupid. I think you're a really smart kid. Okay, so you kill this vice. What is he telling his team? Especially when you kill them
One on
here.
B, Cypher B,
Right, he's gonna
Cypher
say
on B.
backside on B. B's backside. It wasn't
Yeah.
like you killed him front here, like from here. Okay, that's
Mhm.
different because it's a little bit of different. You're literally here in backside. This timing is huge. They're gonna automatic, and we don't know how they calmed, but still, they automatically knew, um, you know, you were there as well because he started darting.
Yeah.
Obviously,
No, I really like that. To be honest, the
you were
taking C
making
link
noise
there.
as well, but still, you should have just went this way and then you just kind of be vigilant. Again, I'm not saying run out with your knife like that. You gotta, oh, especially when you're lurking. I can talk to you because you're one of my few my few Sentinel players, which I love to talk to my Sentinel guys because I have a good knowledge on it. So, and I haven't been able to talk about these things a lot, but because I can't
Mhm.
teach a duelist how to lurk. It's not the right way to play a duelist, right? So,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you,
yeah.
I can. That's the beauty of this session. So, you gotta be vigilant, as in making sure, because once you kill them, they're gonna start cutting noise around here as well. So,
Yeah, and angle clearing
right,
too,
just be
obviously.
really super vigilant, and or you can play it in multiple ways. You kill this guy, come this way, and then start clearing C and tell them before they go up. Obviously, like a little bit more different situation, but tell them, guys, come back, I have it. You half clear it, just kind of look backside. Okay, guys, clear garage and tell them what they need to clear. Guys, clear here, clear here. When you guys come back, I'm gonna go make a play, kill two. I'm good for two. Obviously,
Mhm.
reason with your play, right? So there are times you're not good for two too. Not you, but that lurker. But like they'll kind of be ready for you. But still, this timing would have been impeccable. Like you just tell them, wait, slow down, just chill, just beg them if you have to. Okay, and then you just come this way, bro. You would have killed two or the whole team maybe. So and also when you make this play. You kill two, right? Don't just commit again. Just fuck with them, bro. You kill them, just start
Go
run.
back, B.
Yes, you
Oh
just
my
run
god,
around,
that's fucking
bro.
lit.
They're gonna lose their mind
He's
because
got.
they're gonna look for you. They're gonna come spawn and
They're gonna be
look for you.
tilted after
Yeah,
that.
they're gonna trust me. You don't know how many times I do that. Where I can't.
Yeah.
I know I can't fully commit because it's too many people. Like I'll kill one or two, or even sometimes one. I'll get one and then I'll just run away, and then I'll reposition. I'll come back. There'll be like they're all looking
Holy
spawned, and I come to
shit.
like, it's lurking is more of a micro adjustment in terms of positioning, as in because we gotta just think how they're talking. If you kill them here, they're gonna be like, "Yo, he's in our spawn," and then you leave, you come start walking this way. They're not gonna expect that at all because you're doing it so quick and efficiently. Okay, so I will and we'll get there when the rounds come. So, but. Yeah, so let's move on. Game sense. I think overall your game sense is quite strong actually as well. I didn't have too much bad stuff to say. Just needs a little bit of a refining. That's probably it. Overall, just you. I'm not even trying to glaze. I think you're a solid player. Balanced. You're like Dally too. You're balanced. It's just obviously your role is not a killing role like him. He's duelist. So I focus more on his aim, his movement, and taking fights and stuff like that. But with you, it's different. We gotta practice timings, lurking,
Yeah,
element of
I know
surprise,
that's.
holding down sights, stuff like. And you do that really well. Your defensive side was really good. Okay, I'm not even glazing. It's just I'm being really objective here. Okay, so next thing is for game sense. He needs to account for players rotating. Okay, this is a little bit of your defensive side. Okay, you set up on C. I won't go too crazy into it because I want to save it for when we get to the round. You set up on C. You have a trip garage. C. You're here. Sova's there, and your tail's in garage. Like what the hell is the point of you setting up on C if they're all here? You need to be that sentinel to tell them, guys, I have both these locations by myself. Go stack A. Go stack B. Okay, and then because when you talk like that, or not talk like that,
Yeah,
but
I
when you
typically do that, but I
right,
like to have a garage player to like play off my trip
sure,
because
me
they break that trip, I'm gonna get pinched.
never. I'm that guy where I can kill in garage and come back and kill C, or come back here and identify. Yo, there's too many. The risk is too high. I'm waiting for you guys to play a retake, or I try to get one and get the hell out, so we have some sort of man advantage, right? So,
Hmm.
but you need to be that good where you can hold down. Okay, 1.5 thirds of the map because Haven is like thirds, right? A lobby, I explained to all my students that 10 out of 12 maps, they're all in thirds. If you really look at the maps, the space is all in thirds, okay? Whether it's spawn to the main, to their spawn, it's a third, okay? But,
Yeah,
you know, Fracture's a map where it's in quarters, as in front B, arcade, and then there's front A, dish
and that's
A,
a map
right?
I'm really bad at
Right,
fucking
right,
lurking
right,
on. I
right,
don't
right.
understand that
But that,
map at
but
all.
that you should be good at lurking that map because it's so big. It's an attack-sided map, so it you can do so much creative. You can literally start dish, kill a guy, run off, go on rope, come back A main, or go B main, go under, go to like it's so fucking hectic, right? So, but that should be a map you're good at lurking. But anyways, and then the other map where it's not a third, it's bind. Okay, bind is in halves, and obviously there's mid as in market, but there's still it's separated into hookah side market and also a short side market, right? So that's a map that doesn't have. So think about it this way: 10 out of 12 maps are in third. So you need to be the guy, and I explain to most of my players that even if they're not Sentinel, because anybody needs to understand this. You need to understand, you specifically, you need to be able to hold the 1.5 thirds or 2 thirds of a map with just your utility and yourself. Okay, you need to be that good where they can rely on you and you can just shit on kids when they come and test you. Okay, and we'll get there. I'll help you do that with my very best ability, but it's a lot of work to be done. I'm not saying you're bad, but needs a lot of tweaking, refinement, improvement, constantly thinking in multiple layers, stuff like that. Okay, so next thing is, oh yeah, so coming to the zone. So
Here,
Sova is like
give
here,
me a
and then
corpse.
one's garage, bro. You just tell them, okay? Just tell them, guys, get the fuck off the site. Like, why are you here? You play garage off your trip,
Yeah,
and then have a cam on C, so that way you can. Oh, let me just take this back. I don't know why. Yeah, I can't recall it. I gotta look at it. So retarded, but just what I like to do is I like to use this cam too. Okay? I set up C, and then I'll be inside
Here.
here, or I'll be there, or here,
Here.
wherever it is. Okay, and I don't stay on it, but I just briefly listen, just for the noise to see, right? And I have obviously a trip here as well. Okay, I don't like to use the like fancy trips. I really keep it basic. Obviously, people clear these trips a lot, but still, for me, it's more of a space, holding utility than use it to kill them, because people are so good at playing off trips now, like clearing them and not getting killed by them, and updrafting over them. Now back then nobody was like that. Like 2 years ago, like bro, people should just run into trips all the time. It's super easy to kill them, but these
I
days
mean, they
people,
also got nerfs, so
that
sorry to
too,
get
yeah.
kill trips kind of blown
Right,
out
right,
a bit.
right. But just generally, over my 5 years of playing, and I was always on and off. I never played 5 years straight, but still, there was a time where Cypher was so fucking broken. But generally, and there's some maps he's still really broken, but still, generally, Cypher, people are really good at finding the trips now, and they have lineups to break trips, stuff like that. And you can pick up on that too. If this Sova just instantly starts darting C long, you just wait for the dart. He darts and then you just place it. You hear the shot coming again. You don't know how many times I've done that on Sunset. On what side is that? B? Oh wait, is it B? It's A. Wait, which one's the right side? That's B, right? I forget. I haven't played the map in a while, but
Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say? Say that
no,
one more time.
no. Sunset is the right side A or B? I forget. I haven't played that map in forever.
Right side is
Is A
B.
is B, right? Yeah. So on B, you know how
On
Cypher has
defense,
the
yes.
unbreakable trip on B main,
Not anymore.
but before,
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
but
I know what you
you
mean.
know the Sovas would have a bounce lineup to break the dart. You don't know how many times I
Mm.
place it there. I hear it, I just take it back, and then I place it. He hears me
Yeah.
place it. He shoots the dart. I just take it back. Like it's just so funny, right? But yeah. So coming to that point, just people are so good at that. So, but still, for me, okay, everyone's different. You can use fancy trips if you want. I stick to the basic trips, the easy trip, not even easy trips, the basic, clean, easy, simple ones, because it's more of a space controlling information utility to me rather than needing to use it to kill people. Okay, I'd rather protect C long than have one here where this guy could have timing me if I was not on my camera, stuff like that. Okay, I want them to break it so I can gain information. That is me though. Everybody's different. You could use. I'm not gonna force you to use my trips or whatever. Okay, but just keep that in mind. Okay. So the next thing is, yeah. So let me just. I'm yapping, but coming to this point, you need to be the guy. Trips here, trip there, play off this by yourself with the cam. You're literally holding down like almost 2/3 of the map by yourself. Whatever. You put a trip here. That's what. Oh, wait.
But in this scenario, I mean, it's basically a full retake. See if they're by
Right,
pushing
right,
it
and
now.
that's kind of how you have to play it. Obviously,
Mm.
there's times you can fight for it too, when you're ready, or you hear multiple and you want to get one and get out. Cause me, I don't know about you, I'm a phantom player when I play Cypher or controller, because you can understand why you're gonna play off the cages, right? So, and usually it really pays off because they cannot trade you through the smoke.
Cage triggered.
Sometimes I'll fight for it by myself. I'll kill one and get out. Or, even if I'm backside. I hear them coming. They dart. I shoot the dart, and I just activate my cage. I just spam them like that. I always get one. A lot of the times, not all the time, but a lot of the times, my sprays are really good in the cages because they try to test me, and I try to I have to dominate them as well, like a mental dominant. Like, don't fuck with me. You want to come to my side? I'm gonna kill you, right? It's kind of like you gotta have that inner dog in you a little bit as a sentinel, or because they're gonna test you, right? They understand that Sentinels are usually by themselves. So when they identify that, you need to show up, okay, when that happens. So that way they're like, oh fuck, like this is a good Sentinel player. He's not giving up things for free. Okay. It's not about just retaking every time. It's about you gotta add a little bit. I'm not saying every single time fight for sight, but still, you need to add a little bit of that dog where you're like mentally telling them, fuck off, don't come to me. Go test the stack site, bro. So you gotta have that. Okay. The next thing is needs to create and find timings. Okay, you started doing it after round 17, but it was too late. I would like you to find better timings as well. You don't always have to timing through mid. You could have started C in timing. You could have started, obviously they start A, you start C and do it. They start C, you do A the timing. Okay, stuff like that. So I would like you to find better stuff. Okay, let's move on to the pros. Okay, the next thing is aim. I literally had nothing really to write there. There wasn't. It was kind of your cons and comms. Like, I didn't get to see you take a lot of fights, right? There are times
Yeah.
you one tap them. There's a few times, maybe not too many, like 2 to 3 times you whiffed, or it was like a panic fight. But those things, and I don't know if you heard me talk to Adali last night. Like, aim is the easy thing to get, so we can fix that super fast. Okay, I'm really, especially you, because you're a sentinel cipher player, whatever, whatever agent. um, there's other things that we need to prioritize versus aim, because you don't need aim as a sentinel player. You just need to understand the game in depth, understand these concepts, much better understanding, because your role is more of a defensive role, right? Obviously on attack you still have a protocol to do as well, but on
Yeah.
your main thing is to be winning rounds on defense, right? But so that's what I'm trying to focus on for you to understand much better. You need to understand how um, the attacking team thinks and plays, and then you study, not maybe study, but you understand the basics of that. Then you start using
Mhm.
tendencies. Okay, this, and I'm gonna ask you, or probably talk to you about it. You've probably experienced a team when you're on defense, even though in ranked, even though they're, or even in collegiate, whatever, and ranked they're randoms, and collegiate they're not, but still you've probably experienced teams where they just run it down on you, right? They pick C and they just run it down. They pick A and they go down. They never rotate, right? And I'm sure you've experienced teams where they play super dizzy gate. Like they start C, they run A, and then they come back B, and then they end C, and like they're inserting lurks too, right? You're just like, what the fuck? You guys are just running around as defenders, just trying to fight them, but they're just running around, right? You've experienced that, so um, not only do you have to understand how the team plays like that, like as in like you need to get it in 2-3 rounds, their personality, the team personality. Okay, these guys are like super aggressive, hyper aggressive, they're inserting lurks, or these guys are just running it down, these guys are just heavy default every round, and then they're looking for picks, and then grouping up. You need, because you're the sentinel, traditionally it's IGL role, obviously you're not IGL in team play, but still you need to be able to, and I would like you to do this in collegiate, where you can identify that and you tell it to your leader, and he'll store that information, use it for whatever purpose, whatever he wants. But you can tell your team that, yo, they're heavy defaulting, waiting for picks, and then they're gonna group up. Do not peek. Just everybody needs to stay AFK and don't give them anything, right? That's how you would play off that, right? So you need to be that guy that can identify these things, because you have more downtime. You're gonna be in your camera, looking at minimap. You're gonna be lurking, sitting mid, AFK, whatever it is. Okay? You need to give them the information to do these things well. Okay, but yeah, I just wanted to touch on that briefly. So, um, understand the attacking concepts, and it'll make you better as a defender, because you can understand, what they're doing. 1C, 1B, 1A. You can call a default, and then just everyone can sit around and just wait. Okay, and they're running it down. You guys need to start, rotating on the first contact, right? So once you start understanding this, you become a better defender, and then you add the tendencies, you become a even more elite defender, because you start adding not only what they like to do as a team, but individually, that player, that agent, and also the frequency at which they're doing it, how often they're doing it, how much they like to do it, what works for them, and then you start gaining this map hacking skill. Okay, so let's move on. Comms for your pros. We're in the pro section now. Okay, specific and detailed.
Yeah.
Very good. You're like, oh, one here, one there. Hey, they could be going here. You're talking possibilities as well. It's one thing to just always be definitive on your comms and exactly, okay, he's here. Like, yeah, okay, we all know he's there. But you're being a little bit more proactive, anticipating their movement in terms of pathing. They could fall off. They could re-hit this and that. Okay, so that was good. I would like you to work on that a little bit more. The next thing is feeds info well. So this kind of ties into this. You are specific and detailed in feeding your info, but you do it well. Even if you're dead, even if it's across the map, you're aware. Great. Okay, I love that. I'm telling you right now, a lot of my students don't have this type of skill. So good. Okay. The next thing is making plans pre on attack. Okay, you're taking a little bit of a IGL role this game, even though maybe you're not in competitive. So great, I liked it. You're making plans. Hey, let's go here and that, boom, boom, whatever. Needs to be a little bit better though in terms of making it way more advanced, way more thought into it, where it's gonna work. I'm not saying that you're calling it doesn't work. I'm just saying you need to have it at a level where when you make a call, because of understanding the information given to you, how they play, where they like, where this guy's like, how this Reina's playing, how this guy's
All
playing.
right, I have a question for you
Yeah.
off that one.
Yep.
All right, so on pistol round, do
Yep.
you just go off of their agent comp and be like, okay, let's do this based off their comp?
In
Like, you don't
rank,
know how they're gonna play the
right,
first round, right?
right.
So what do you do for that?
Yeah.
Because
So
like the first, yeah,
yeah, so I use the map knowledge, as in usually Sentinels will play on some sites. It depends, right? Usually, generally, I generalize. Yo, I
mm,
like for example, Ascent. You just kind of know Killjoy's gonna play B, right? Like you just kind of know. Like it's
yeah,
pretty
obviously.
pretty obvious, right? So that's kind of that's how I look at it. I can't give a specific example right now in this map pool, because I think people have been getting really good at like switching it up. but still, you gotta just make a calculated. It's like a calculated guess. And you know what I do
Yeah,
on
and I
pistol?
mean, when I
Yeah,
saw the Vise, like I was pretty, like looking at their agents and maps, and I was like, okay, they have a Vise, which is not
yeah,
a super popular pick on Haven,
right,
right?
right,
Cypher's more dominant, right? And I
right.
didn't like
You don't know where the
typically
hell
Cypher
she's gonna
goes
go.
C first,
Right,
right?
right.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
narrowed it down to A and C, right? And
right,
I'm
right,
like,
right.
she's probably not going to play B here,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. And you know,
And
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, and I totally agree. But you know, usually from my experience, they actually tend to stack A with players more than the Sentinel. Yes, there are times where the Cypher solo holds A, but that's a weakness actually, right? Because there's so many points where you can split A from. So because you go short in A, like obviously he's gonna have his trips and stuff, but still, if you combo your stuff correctly, like that Cypher's fucked, especially if he's fighting for sight. So yeah, you could just you know, I'm not saying that we know for sure the Vice was going to play C, but you know, you probably could have made a calculated guess like, oh, she's going to C probably, because obviously it's not a popular pick. But off that question, I was about to tell you that usually, you know what I do, and it's super
mm,
super hacks. Okay, like hacks in quotation, as in it's like a 70-80% pistol round win rate. What I do is I just set up a fake every single game I play. I said, guys, we're faking A, we're ending C. Smoke the
Here.
cross. We're gonna make a Sova crossover and start droning short. We're gonna come 3 up long, and then you know, or like Sova comes out and 2 come up long, and then we have two. And I set up 2 guys, C long. Okay, I'll make it
you
even
ever set
more.
yourself up for
Yeah,
the
yeah. So
opposite
I was
site
about
on
to.
your fakes?
So this is what I was gonna tell you. So I'd be like, okay, Jet, or you know, maybe like a different duelist or something. I'm gonna be like, okay, duelist Sova on me, right? And I'll be like, smokes and the sometimes the smokes too. Maybe, actually, if I'm Cipher, I would probably start on this side. So I'd be like, so let me just think about the comp. So let's say we have like a Sova, Jet, it's a Cipher, and then it's like a Reina, and what are we missing here?
Breach.
Like a
Let's. Oh
like
wait,
no, we have
say
a
breach instead of Reyna, go like Omen or something.
wait. We have a Sentinel, 2 duelist, initiator. What are we missing?
Oh, you're running two bullets.
Oh,
Okay.
let's say we have a clove. So it's a clove, Cipher. We'll just use 2 duelists for this example, okay? A Jet and a
Okay.
Reyna, and then we have a Sova because that's usually a rank comp, right? 2 duelists with 1
That's the
initiator.
right
Okay,
count right
so
there.
what I would do is like me and Clove are gonna be here. I'm gonna hold mid. I'm gonna set up my trips. So I would set up for C, and then I would set this one out at the start of the round, okay? Or I would put my cam as well as mid. So I would be like Clove, go there with the bomb. And then I want Jet, Sova, Reyna A, smoke the cross, or let's say we didn't have a Jet, it's an ISO. I would smoke the cross for them.
Cage
Okay,
triggered.
I would tell them Sova go up short, and then get him down short so he can start droning. The 2 duelists goes this way. I'm gonna hold mid just in case these guys start walking down mid. Clove's gonna stay there, like close to me, not by herself AFK, okay, but close to me. Okay, and then I would tell one of them to come back after they use their utility, and then I'd tell the remainders to make noise so that way we can start rotating this way. And you don't know how many times I made this play. Not this specific setup, like in terms of agents and stuff, but that general idea, like start 2 or 3A, make noise, get the obviously is always a Sova. So I'll be like, Sova, get down short. We're gonna smoke the cross for you, and then you start droning up, make noise long. We're gonna walk up on C and garage, whatever. What I usually do is sit mid. That's what I do on Haven on attack. I sit mid and never let these guys walk down. Okay, because once you let them walk down, they understand that it's a little bit of a dominance thing, right? Like I never let them walk down, and if they walk down, I kill them. Once they die, they're like, oh fuck, like this guy's just sitting mid. They're gonna have to send 3 guys to fight me, and that's what happens a lot. I sit mid, locking it down. They never lurk ever on me, okay? And then they get fed up. They start fighting for mid, and then I'm just like, yo, there's fighting for mid, because I'm getting the info on mid already. I'm like around here, right? If I hear the breach stun and a flash, or like a Dar, and I hear the rain of flash and a Jet coming out, bro, I just tell them, or like 3 people coming out, I just tell them, run, go A, go see, because I understand there's more than half the team mid. So that's why it's so important to stay mid on Cypher. It's not just a lurking timing thing, it's also an information gathering thing, and also like a dominance thing, as in I can just hold it down by myself. If they want to test me, obviously there's times I died too, but still, I try my best to delete them so that they don't test it again or come down, walking down again, okay, stuff like that. But that's what I do a lot of time. And you can set it up on C as well. I'll be like, yo, let's get Reyna, Jet, Sova on C. I want to see a Reyna flash off the corner, start off rip, start droning. Jet, come up here, make a fake dash, whatever. We're going to start walking up A. And you don't know how many times we start taking this timing. We're contacting, and there's just nobody here. A lot of times, there's times they're there too, but still, that's why I like to start A first, because Most people rush A anyways on pistol, so you might as well just kind of feed into their bias that, oh, they're gonna run down, and then whoop, we're gone, boys. And I always like take a timing up through mid or garage, double doors, whatever it is.
I
It's a
really
little bit
like that
situational,
idea
but
actually, because
trust
you're
me,
right
you do
about
this,
that A shit. Yeah.
bro. It doesn't even have to be A. You could do like a start mid and then you end A or something, where you start 3 mid and then you have 2 just, kind of walk up. Like, obviously, you're not going to make them walk up right away because this guy's going to hold for a little while, right? You got to sell it. You got to make sure that, they come up here, one guy's holding ground, and they start droning, you throw a flash. These guys will start
So when
automatically
you're
pulling.
IGLing,
Yeah,
sorry to interrupt, but
yeah,
when
go
you're
ahead.
IGLing,
Yep,
you're taking initiative on their utility as well,
right,
like
yep,
specific, like
yep,
micromanaging. Like
yes,
occasionally, I'll be like for the fake, I'll be like, yeah,
yep,
Sova drone, Sova dart,
right, right,
close, throw one smoke heaven, blah blah blah. I did
right,
that in
right.
the game with the
Yep,
clove,
yep,
but
yeah. No, no,
but
I'm
you take it
count,
to the extent of a
bro.
like jet dash
Everything,
in there, Reyna.
yes,
Okay, okay,
yes.
I got
That's
you.
because that brings it to the next level. If you just go, okay, this drone, like the one piece of drone, because especially in pro play, they've now started to understand that a solo tail drone, a solo silver drone is a fake. I've seen it on
Yeah.
it was Sentinels versus somebody else on Pearl, where they caught on. John Cutie just kept solo tail droning down, and they just started leaving where the drone was. They're stacking the other side because they understand it's a fake. So that's why you gotta take it to the next level. Really use some utility because you're gonna expend this utility anyways, or you're gonna die before you use it. You might as well use it as a fake, right? In the terms when we're trying to do a fake. So yeah, bro, you don't know how many times I made these type of like super micromanaged, detailed, high utility usage fakes, and bro, you don't know, bro. Like it's like cheating. You'll get on C for free, like more than 70% of the time. Like there's nobody there, and or they're on the way, right? They're caught halfway, like they leave C, and then they're like, oh, they're not in. They come back, right? And then you kill them a lot of times because you've taken a good timing by yourself, or somebody has pushed and been aggro because they cleared the site. Might as well start taking space, stuff like that. But yeah, that's me. I take it to the next extent where I micromanage them to the fuck ton, and there are obviously times where people don't listen. They don't. They're like, what are we doing again? Like at the start, I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Like I just told you what we're doing, right? But obviously, you gotta make sure that you're explaining it nice and slowly. Don't just say super fast and just take it slow, guys. Let's run us and tell them why it'll work, guys. This is gonna work. Or you can even, it doesn't even have to be pistol round, it could be an attacking round after, let's say we ran it down, or not ran it down, but we went A a lot, right? We split A a lot, then you set it up. It's going to be so unpredictable because people just do not understand frequency and tendencies like I do. Okay, they expect, they might make that prediction here and there, but still, when you go A a lot, okay, they're just gonna be like, yo, they're coming A, and they adjust to that. They're like, stack A, stack A. But then that's where you throw the curveball. You start running fakes, a re-hit, inserting a lurk somewhere, run a double fake, run a double re-hit, whatever it is. Okay, you can. These concepts are the baseline, and you can make them super fucking complicated and advanced. And that's what pro players do. There aren't 100 concepts that pros are using versus pros. Okay, it's really only like 10 15 baseline maybe even less. Okay, just these concepts like rotation, defaulting, contacting, taking timings, lurking up. Okay, those type of concepts. I'm probably not naming all of them right now, but still, they use those as a baseline. We're gonna contact here, we're gonna fake here, we're gonna fake here and A, and then we're gonna insert a lurk as well. They combo them as well, and also improve upon the basic concept. They make it super high level, just using their brain with the utility, and that's the beauty of Valorant. That's the complexity of Valorant. Okay, because some roles, that's all you have to have that piece of utility. It's not like Counter Strike where everyone has a smoke, molly, flashbang, 2 flashbangs, a decoy grenade if you want, and then they just count it. Right? It's super easy. But in Valorant, it's different. You can get really complicated and like that in Valorant. But yeah, let's move on. So we were on feeds info well, making plans pre on attack, trying to make plans. Oh, so the last note on comms is that pros are trying to make plans and adjusting. That is key. At least you're trying, right? That's what I
Mid-round
saw.
adjustment.
uh, you know, or like a pre-round adjustment. Maybe not so much mid-rounding, but more of a
Yeah.
like the round's over and you're like, oh fuck, like that didn't work. Let's try something else, right? So that
Yeah.
shows to me you have potential to think on a high level, dude. I'm telling you right now, I'm being dead honest, most people do not even think about adjusting. They just keep trying to do the same shit over and over again. Okay, so you're a little bit special in that sense. And I'm not saying trying to glaze. I'm just saying you need to build upon this where it's even higher level. You're a map packing god in this game. That's how you have to think about these skills. It's gonna make you into a map packing. You're gonna be able to account for all these enemies, their tendencies, frequencies, patterns, and then adjust in real time. Yo, they're doing this. We're gonna do this. Oh, they've adjusted to us doing this. We're gonna redo this on the next round. And it's just gonna be you're gonna be so unpredictable as a player and a leader that you're just gonna win games, win collegiate stuff like that. Okay. The next thing is utility. The only thing I had to say for pros was that was pretty good setups on defense. I like your setups. I don't think those strips were bad at all. Obviously you have reasons for those strips. Obviously, everyone has their own
Yeah,
little
I've got like 4 or 5 different
right,
ones.
right, and that's fine. I like it. Because that gives you versatility in the site. You can go play somewhere else with the trip, or you play up close. You can kind of leave it open, whatever it is, right? So, me,
Mm.
I probably don't have that too much because I'm more, like I said, I'm more of a sentinel where I use the utility as an information thing as well. It's not just a kill trip. I want them to break it so that way I know, especially if I'm not on the site. I don't want to leave it open because let's think about it this way: when you're good at timings, okay, don't you think, or if you're good at timings, will you be good at understanding how the enemies will lurk and stuff like that? Super simple
Oh,
question.
absolutely.
Exactly. So that's kind of why I use it as information trips because I know how difficult it is to defend against a good lurker, a guy that can create chaos in the backlines. That I just need to account for where they are or if they have lurked up. I don't like getting timing because I do it all the time. I know that feeling, or I understand it. So I don't like getting timing that also. I'd rather just me. This is me again. You don't have to, but I like to put trips where they must break it or use utility to go up. If you use a utility and get over it, good job, good on you. You burned your utility. I don't give a fuck. You timing it that way, good job. But still, me, and I'll identify that as well. If there's a comp where they cannot jump over, then I'm doing this every time because they have to break it. So you can look at comp as well. Obviously, they're like an omen, raise, jet, things that can just go above the trip. It's a little bit different, but still, that's just me. I don't like getting timing. It's like I don't, nobody likes getting shot in the back, right? It's kind of the same thing. Like I don't like getting shot in the back, so that way, because me, I'm hyper aware. I try to account for every single player at all times and the space. If somebody, let's say my trip was not here and I garage tripped and C, right? And I usually me, I'll be like, guys, go stack A and B. Let's say for some reason they rotate off early. Dude, the feeling I get when the B has been open for too long, I'm just like, somebody come back big right now. They can lurk up because I'm just so hyper aware. I need to make sure that all space is accounted for, especially as a sentinel, because I can have that downtime to look at the map. They're just rotating off first contact. I'll tell them, yo, somebody sit mid, or I'll even pick it up. Go, go. I'll be like, there's a multiple. They're like 4 or 5. Like go, go, go. I'm gonna pick up mid, and I'll just sit here AFK until something else, some sort of information or indicator telling me that they're going in or they're leaving. Then I'll be like, yo, come back, pick this up, and I'll go back to the site, get ready to at least kill one and come back, or kill two or multiple, or kind of just feel out what's going on, or a lot of the times, what I do on this map is I'll start here, and I'll just walk down. See, I listen. I'm like, nothing there, and my
I did that a shit
yeah,
ton.
you did. You did. And I said it on the stream. I'm like, this is something I would do. I said it on the stream. You kept doing that really well, so that's something you can take away. But I do this like you don't know how many times I take space on C
I
for
love that
free,
walk up.
and then those times you walk up here, and then
Yeah.
they don't come main, but they go through C through garage. Obviously, you just wait here and hold them. You gotta wait. You gotta be patient. You just wait for a late guy, and they start planning. You don't know how many times I've done this where I just kill 2 people and I just come here and I fuck with them. I don't commit and kill and get traded. I sit here AFK and I listen for them to see if they're running back behind me, and I obviously check back here and there if it's too long. So like the timings. But you don't know,
Mm.
bro. Like this space when you take it on Cypher and they're going starting A, and they're a team that do not split up, as in they have a lurker holding parts of it, bro. This is like taking space is the most broken thing you can do in this game if you do it effectively. But yeah, so that's me, okay? And I'm sharing this knowledge with you because you are a Sentinel friend, right? I was a Sentinel main too, and I took pride in timings. You don't know, bro. When this game, and especially then, people didn't understand how to defend the lurk back then or account for space. They would just start running to first contact back 5 years ago when the game first came out, right? Because everyone was new to FPS at that point. They were just unaware. The game is not where it was 5 years ago. But then, bro, you don't know how many times I would literally take timings off my team's contact, and it was way more free. Like they would never check. I would just knife out, walk behind them every time. I would knife 3 people a game. Bro, they would think I'm cheating because how good my timings were, and obviously they were bad too. It wasn't even good timings. Like I'm remembering them now. Like they would just start A. I would just walk down C immediately and just have my knife out like the whole time. Like they're terrible. Now they check, they make sure no one's strangling late mid. Even 2 years ago, the late mid concept was not there. You know that? I don't know how long you've been playing, but the mid late
Not very
lurk,
long.
bro. 2 years ago in my peak, I quit for 2 years and came back. But 2 years ago in my peak, the mid late lurk concept was not even a thing. Only on the map Icebox was there a mid late lurk when they would go B, plant the bomb in the open, and then the one guy would come from main back into the under tube. Okay, but like nowadays it's so common. Everybody starts mid late lurk. There's a mid late lurk every single round. A duelist, a sentinel, like bro, it's every fucking round. So that to me shows me that players are getting better in understanding timings, how to protect them better as well. Because I'm dying in these timings too more often nowadays than I did 5 years ago. Because they're being patient. They catch on that I'm doing it 3 4 times. They keep doing it. So okay, let's kind of move on. I'm kind of yapping, but I think it's quite important. So the next thing is where were we? Yep. So I love your I think your setup is good on D. Just make sure with your utility on D, tell them guys get the fuck away from here. I'll hold it down. I will let you know. I am that type of guy. I am him. I don't need you guys. Go stack A. Okay. I want you to be that type of sentinel. Okay. Because that adds value. They can go stack a site, and you guys just play retake garage retake C or whatever. You start picking up mid, start staying in garage with your cam here. Maybe not this cam, but I'll show you another good cam I do on double doors. So I'll set my trip here, right? Let's say they don't really come C too much as well. I put this trip, bro. You don't know how strong this trip is. They cannot kill it unless they peek through here, which they won't, because usually somebody's holding it window, or you ask for a smoke, or you can even walk down. But this is a really good cam. This is really unexpected. And then I'll go play on C. I'll kind of jiggle it here and there, and then I'll keep going on this, jiggle it. Guys, nothing mid, bro. If I go like this, I'm gonna ask you. If I go like this, staying alive on site and going like this back and forth, what am I holding? How much space?
2/3 of the map, and they're probably A.
Right. 2/3 of the map, and they're probably A. You're a smart kid. You can understand how strong this is. Okay, obviously, you could probably
Yeah,
find
I've never used that cam before.
You could
I'm
probably
stealing that
even
shit.
find a better cam where I don't know where, I'm not sure, but I'm sure there's some sort of different cam here as well. But this is a cam I use a lot on C side.
Yeah, I like it.
It's super fucking busted on Haven. So but if I just go like this, I'm jiggling, jump peeking, and nothing mid, nothing C. Like you guys just know he's and this cam is good because I can hear them as well mid. I can hear them if they start coming window and also start running C, right? So then I don't have to peek C long anymore. Yo, they're rotating C off my cam. So, and you can also play off this as well. There's so many times where I play here, right here, where I'm shooting, okay, off with the cam. If someone wants to play C, like an opera or something, I'll be right here, and then I'll be waiting, and this guy will walk up, and he'll turn around, shoot, and I'll just kill this guy so many times. Okay, so you gotta play off your cam as well. But yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Yep. Setup's good, but I was just gonna say, with your setup, make sure that you're the type of guy to kind of do that. Be by yourself, holding down 2/3 of the map. You add value to your team. Okay. Next thing is movement positioning. Really good space taking and flanking. Okay, really, really good. I liked it. You'll see me here in the VOD. I'm like, bro, this is shit I do. This is really good movement. You can identify no one's there. You start taking the space immediately. Obviously being vigilant as well, making sure these corners are clear and stuff. You're not just gonna walk down with your knife. Okay, good. I like it. And then the next note, a little bit of a messy writing. I wrote anticipate movement. Okay, because obviously you know how to take timings. You're good at it as well as understanding how they will do it. So that's what I wrote, because I noticed that a little bit. You're really good at not really good, but you're good at anticipating movement generally, like their pathing, because you're good at taking those timings and pathings as well. So that's something usually that comes with understanding lurking, where the pathing starts opening up in your mind. Okay. Next thing, last note, is game sense. Understands I wrote understands can take space well, as in like you understand how to take space really well. It's kind of the same note, but it's in movement and positioning as well because it's kind of tied together. You got to know when to do it, and also you got to know how to do it in terms of moving, clearing this angle, stuff like that. Next note is needs to tell them to stack other sites. This note was tying into um, the setup thing where
Yeah,
you
what
need
you
to
just said. Yeah.
just hold down 2/3 of the map by. If you are him, bro, people are gonna respect you a lot. Like you can do that a lot. They're gonna, bro. That adds so much value to the team. They just start stacking other sites. Playing double on site, whatever it is, or let's say they even start C because they've identified that, bro. They can just do like a triple flank. Okay, even if they trade out, it's decent, whatever. It's situational, but you don't know how important it is to be that type of player where you can hold down 2/3 of the map by yourself. People start
Yeah,
respecting
I'd
you a
say
lot.
my defensive IGLing is a lot worse compared to my attack. Like I'm
Right, right.
not
Yeah, yeah.
as self-sufficient on what to do with the team. Like
Right, right.
now that you bring the point up, yeah,
Yep.
like if we had someone's three sack A, it'd be
Yeah.
like for some reason if I go like, hey, if
Yeah.
I call more than three on cam, y'all take space A. That would be
Right.
great, right? I don't
Exactly.
do that shit,
Right,
and I
right, right.
probably should.
It's a little bit more of a multi-layer thinking,
Yeah.
and also because a lot of the times it's gonna work. That's why through my experience it works when you hold down 2/3 of the map and they stack the other site and they're not nothing else is going around over here. Like they're gonna go into a stack site and they don't know that. That's the beauty of it. It's an element of surprise of also where you guys are setting up. Obviously, once you start, you know identifying that you're gonna have to kind of call one over to help you as well because they're gonna start going C at one point, right? But still, so that's a little bit of a in-game adjustment. So okay, that's all your general notes. I know I was kind of yapping, but okay, let's get into the grungy side now. Okay, it's round specific. I'm gonna try to breeze through the rounds that don't matter, and then the rounds that matter, we'll get deep into it. Okay, so round one, he sets up C. Enemy go A. He takes space immediately when team tells him they're going A. Good flank. That's all I had. That no, really good flank. You'll see it in the VOD. Okay. I love. Okay, because 90% of people do not do this type of stuff. They're too scared. There's uncertainty. They're fearish. But you put your chest up. You're like, I'm gonna go. There's nothing here. They're telling me today. Great flank. You pretty much helped win the round two. You came up short and killed one guy. So good job. Round two, he sets up his trip garage and C, as in whether it was here or there or whatever. Okay, there was one on C, one garage. With the quick camera, as in the one long, the one on long you were kept doing.
Yeah, I
Uh,
love that cam.
yeah. So I actually didn't even know this was a thing until recently. I didn't even know you could do that one
Yeah,
like that, like that. Like I learned it recently, but yeah,
actually, you can get it better than that. If you put it you can put it further where you see the line and you pick it up and jump like
this one.
not.
Here. Here.
Yeah, but you can do it from the barrier. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
like from back here,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's fair.
basically.
Like I'll be honest, I don't play Cypher too much anymore. I'm more of a duelist player now in rank, but yeah, when I play Cypher, I will use this. It's actually pretty crazy, but I like that
Yeah,
a
that
lot.
is a nice game.
So trip C, garage, with the quick camera, C long. Here's a lot coming. Garage. He tells the team, you're like, oh, they're coming garage. And remember, you guys just murdered them. There's like 3 of them coming through.
Yeah.
You guys killed them. Good job. Good comms. You're like a lot. That's what I remember you saying. I could be wrong, but it doesn't really matter. You were making good comms there, so good job. Okay? And that's why I think your comms are good because they're detail specific, and you're feeding them the information where they were all ready. They just all start running because you're like, there's multiple, there's so many. Come help me, right? Like you had a little sense of urgency. So
Urgency.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's important. Most people are like, one here, and there's like 4 guys, and then there's 5 guys coming. They're like, or there's one guy there, and they're like, oh, 5, all of them here. I'm like, bro, like be specific a little bit, right? So, but you do that really well. You can, I feel like your directional audio is quite good in that sense. You can, well, you're a Immortal player too, so most Immortal players are pretty good with directional audio, like sensitive to the noise, right? So you can hear multiple running, utility, gunshot, different type of gunshots, whatever it is. Okay, so that's that. So round three starts C, sets up double trips on C. Okay, I like that you switch it up because someone was in garage as well. I think it was you actually. Uh, he hears the dart coming and doesn't shoot it. Okay, this is a little bit of a problem. Like I can't remember exactly. You're pretty sure you're back sight and the
I think it
dart.
was Plat, right?
Oh wait,
Was
let me
I?
just read this. Oh yes, you're right. Yep, you're right. This is
Yeah.
the
So I
dart
thought
that
it was gonna
came.
miss, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of know what's the problem with that. You gotta shoot this. Just even if they can hear that you're plat because of you shot it, you need to shoot this because at the high level, I don't even know how you got out, but you got out, and like at high levels, you're dead pretty much, because they're gonna dump utility here, and start
Mhm.
looking this way. They're expecting you there, right? So, but I don't know how you got out. Whatever. Good job by you. That's a little bit credit of you. And them whiffing. They were whiffing hard on you, but so he hears the dart coming and doesn't shoot it. He was bottom bottom plat corner. You're here.
Yep, I remember this round, and it went
There,
to the top, like right in front of you, basically. No, not the default dart. It was up to the to the
right
left a little
here,
bit,
right, somewhere over here. Whatever. It's
somewhere over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and I
not.
just thought it was gonna miss, so I didn't. I don't know. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
pre-aiming it. I remember
yeah.
pre-aiming it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
No, no, no. Like I remember you looking at it, but you're just like you didn't shoot it, and
I
whatever.
didn't shoot it because I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
think it was landing.
It's
But
fine.
yeah,
It's fine. It's fine. It's just moving forward.
yeah.
Just
I mean, I've
shoot
never
it
seen that dart before.
every
So
time. Okay, just shoot the darts
yeah,
every time. It doesn't matter if they hear you here. It's better that they don't see you than they hear you. Okay, because then
yeah,
they have to
yeah.
make a calculated guess if you're up here
And
or
I
here.
really don't like
Right,
playing plat in
right,
general,
right. And that's
especially
me too.
solo.
Right, right.
I hate playing plat.
Because of that's the reason. But even when I do play plat by myself, okay, I always shoot. I don't care if they hurt me. They're gonna have to come and fight me anyway. So, because I
Mm.
do like plat though sometimes, not every
I
round,
love it with the
but
teammate that helped me
right,
CT,
right,
but
exactly. But yeah. So let's shoot this dart. Okay. So
yeah,
moving
yeah, I
forward,
got you.
just shoot it. That's it. That's it for that. Okay. He was bottom plat corner. They're executing hard. He tries to reposition backside, so you cross. You try to cross with the cage. I'm pretty sure, and they're spamming you. They didn't kill you. Great. So that was good by you to reposition, because you know that they know that you're there. So you're like, fuck that, I'm leaving. So you left. You went backside. Uh, he tries to reposition backside. He does. You make it there. He should have went on top of logs. He swings. So you guys lost this round, but in my mind, I think you actually had a good chance of winning this round for your team. You
Oh, I
remember
was in. This
right
was the
here.
cage play,
Yeah,
yeah,
right
and they
here.
weren't even looking at me
And I
too. I think
wrote
that's another thing with the calm aim shit you're talking about.
right,
Like, I
right.
just,
He panicked. He panicked on him.
I
I
panicked. Yeah,
think
I mean, I swear to God, it's an issue where like I hit these hard ass shots, these
yeah,
crazy
yeah,
shots,
yeah.
and then the
But the
easiest
easy
fucking
ones, yeah,
ones,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't.
But that's
Yeah,
a little bit of a mental thing because your eye, figuratively, your eyes open up. You're like, I got him, right? And then you just start panicking, right? But you gotta stay
yeah.
calm. You can never, there's a quote. You sleep on the win, you wake up with a loss. That's kind of you can apply that to this. You thought you were gonna kill him and you didn't because you panicked. So don't ever feel like you got him 100% of the time. You gotta make sure stay calm in every fight, any scenario. Even if you saw the guy's back, you're like, oh fuck! Don't just start like on A. Don't just fucking start shooting him. Go behind him and go knife him. Like have a presence of mind where you can be super calm, patient in your aim. Because like I told you, this game is not a game where it's whoever shoots first wins. It's who's more precise and has a better reaction time with the better micro adjustment to instantly delete somebody. Okay, that's the key.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's that. But yeah,
I mean, how do you even work on that though? Like the calm, like trying
I
to
will show you.
not panic in your
I will
fight.
show you.
Because
There are
I
some
just don't understand how you practice that.
drills I can show you that I use personally and some tips. We'll save that for the end because we're gonna
Okay.
get carried on. But don't worry, just remind me, okay? But
Uh-huh.
I'll try my best to remember, and I will. But I will show you. Do not worry, okay? I'm gonna give you all my secrets. I'm gonna give you all the secrets of a Immortal 350R. I wasn't Radiant. I'll be completely honest, but I did it all by myself. Nobody taught me these things. I learned it by myself. Okay, so that's that. But so here, I do believe you had a good shot at winning the round for your team. If you win this bonus, I think you win the game. Okay, because you would have got an extra 2 rounds. They would have to save. But okay, so um, you it was a little bit unlucky too because there's two people peeking you at the same time. You went to fight the Omen, I'm pretty sure, and there was one more shooting at you as well. But what I would
Yeah.
like you to do is come up here. Okay, you're a little bit covered and you can see over. You would have probably just been like, bloop, bloop, and they're both dead, right? Or position yourself where you're already here. That's probably even better because they have to hard clear you.
Now that I think about
Yeah,
that cage I threw in that box and then playing on that log you're just on,
yeah,
that shit would be ridiculous.
exactly. But
Yeah.
I think it was a little of impatience involved as well. Like when I break this down, it's probably a lot of things involved. Like a little bit of panic, a little bit of being impatient, or maybe even being too late on fighting, because your teammates did start dying and then you peaked. Because then they can just start pinpointing, deducting kind of where other people come out of from. But yeah, I would like you to somehow, some way, get up to here as fast as you can to position yourself because it's efficiency. I think there is a world you could have been here ready for that, or here, and whatever. Just kind of just not
I think
panic.
that would like if I did play on that box, I was gonna have to swing earlier to win those fights.
Right. This
Here.
box,
It's
right?
my
Yeah,
teammate. Yeah, yeah,
way,
yeah.
yeah. I agree. You
Yeah, way
identify
over.
you identify that as well, because from what I remember, I couldn't be wrong, but from what I remember, like they were dead and then you swung, so you gotta swing early, like while they're dying, you would have killed both of them in my eyes, because I don't think you have bad aim. Obviously you weren't able to showcase it, but yeah, I do believe you had a good chance to win this round for your team and win the game
Yeah.
off this type of stuff, because you know how it is, especially in your lobbies, the low Immortal lobbies, like the momentum swings that you can get in this game is crazy. When you equal a team or win the bonus, it just starts snowballing, right? So you gotta win these rounds when you have the advantage, because I do believe like you guys could have won this round, but it's all good. We're not focusing on the result, okay? So yeah, so here's a lot so they are executing hard. He tries to reposition backside. He does. He should have went on top of logs. He swings and dies late. Swings late and dies. That's what I wrote as well. So you are kind of correct on that. Okay, so let's move on. Round 4. He sets up C in garage. Trips. I'm pretty sure that's what I meant. Quick cam C long. Sees no one and calls it. You quick cammed. Sees nobody. Sees no one and calls it. Immediately takes space. You immediately took space. They hear planning B. He comes down grass. Oh, yes, I remember this round now. He comes down grass, and then remember, you're like, is there one garage? Okay, this is probably the first mistake. You don't even need to ask him. You gotta have to assume that nobody's there. Okay, they're probably not gonna be sitting behind your trip like a lot of the times. Yes, they will, but it's gonna be a really low possibility. I believe that if they're on B planning, they probably would have broken your trip to get a timing through window anyway. So, you
Yeah,
don't.
Tay was just in the position where I thought he was
Yeah,
hiding
and
from
that's
someone
fine.
in garage. So
Right. That's fine. You can ask him like, "Hey, can you clear it for me real quick?" I don't mind that, but I feel like it slows your thinking down a little bit, as in you're worried somebody was in there instead of just focusing, locking in on looking here and getting ready to destroy these kids. Okay, like not like a mental preparation for the fight is what I'm kind of distracted you. A little bit of fear in there, a little bit. I'm not saying a lot, but a little bit of a uncertainty that creeped up into your mind that hindered your efficiency in terms of just because what I would have done, I would have literally just took my knife out and started walking. Okay, just assume nobody's in there, or tell them, "Can you clear it?" And it's you. I take my. That's what I do. When I take timings, I don't have my gun out all the time. I take timings with my knife out a lot, so I gain more speed. Right, it's more efficient. Obviously, it's very rare though. Very rare that I'm walking and I die with my knife. Very rare, because I know when the fights are coming. So I'll come up with her knife and get ready.
yeah, I
Right.
got you.
I'll even do it really microly. Like I know he's there, I just take out really fast, and then like this. That's just me though. It's like everyone's different, but I like to gain space faster with no noise, because there's an element of surprise there that you're gonna just shit on these kids, and a good higher chance that you win these fights. So I wrote, he comes down grass, asking if there are garage. The guy says no, and I wrote, he needs to be quicker down mid. They were ready for him because your teammates started dying. So this play would have actually add some sort of a little bit more. I'm not saying 100% you would have been there ready to kill them, but
I mean, I
you
don't
would have
know
been.
about swinging my knife out around that corner, especially when they planted default, right?
Well, not this
Here.
corner, but you get what I mean.
Okay,
Here,
yeah, yeah. I know
like
what you mean, like
walking
all the way
down.
up to there.
Like
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
because
yeah.
you walk down C, you gotta clear these corners. You get here, maybe, yeah, you clear here. You look, okay, nothing there. And then take your knife out a little bit.
Now knife, yeah.
Okay, pull it back out. Nothing there. You take your knife out again. Is he garage? No one's garage. Okay, take it out again. Take a little bit more speed. Like that's kind of what I do. Okay, I'm not saying you
Yeah, it'll
should do it.
save you a little bit of time. I get what you're saying.
You'll be a little bit more faster because you were so worried on this, and then you had your gun out the whole way. I'm pretty sure you'll see it. You had your gun out the whole way. It's really slow, versus a knife. So that's that. Okay.
Got you.
So, yeah, they were just that jet was a monster. I don't know. He's just read you like a book. He's just ready for you. Just
I don't even know, bro. Like that caught me.
yeah, it caught me off guard too. I was like, he's ready for that, huh? I was like, what?
Yeah,
Because the
I was
Sova
like,
didn't even
what?
die to you. He died to the guy on Link, and yeah,
Yeah.
that was because you identified he was here when he died. Remember? Because the Link I killed him. I
Yeah, and I
remember you're
was
like,
going to go fight
yeah,
that,
yeah, I
and
know.
then
I
he
saw
died.
it. Yeah,
And then Jet
unfortunate.
just fucking 180 knows I'm there. I don't even know,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I'm not
was,
gonna cope.
it was a little bit unlucky. Yeah, the this happened when
Yeah.
you're in the lobby too long. But yeah, that was just a little bit unlucky. Okay, but yeah. Okay, so I'll just read this note and then I'll reread it when we get in there. Their eco has cam back site C and trips garage. There's some noise on A. They trade out on A. It's 3v3. He can be a bit more patient in fighting or doesn't need to swing out. Could have waited for the flank. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you guys ended up rotating, and then you swung out. I can't specific. Can you kind of see your match performance? Is your Valorant open or no?
No, I
Okay,
can
it's
open
fine.
it now.
Leave it. Leave it. Just leave it for the VOD. You'll
Oh,
watch it on
I
the VOD.
already.
Okay.
Alright, I will close it.
Yeah, just it's fine. It's fine. We won't waste time. We'll just watch on the VOD on how you swung out. Cause this round I can't remember how you swung out of A, but you swung out and died. You should have just waited for the flank. It was the jet, if I'm not mistaken, coming down short. Yeah,
Hmm.
but
Okay. Yeah, I mean, another issue Dally probably talked about was the minimap usage. I mean, not
okay.
very amazing with it, right? Because it came from a game with no minimap.
Right. Got you.
I'm definitely it used to be horrible. It's way better now, but
Good.
it still needs improvement.
I guess I'm just
Maybe if we
lucky. I
kick their
came from a
asses hard
game where
enough, they'll stop
minimap usage
bothering
is
us.
really important. Dota 2, StarCraft. Okay, my eyes are so
Yeah.
sensitive to any red
My
dot
ult's ready.
because that's just how you have to play in StarCraft. Dota 2 is the same thing. You got to make sure you're accounting for all the heroes. So I guess I'm just blessed off. You got lucky off playing those games where I'm super bro. You don't know how aware I am. Any question mark, I call it out. The T on the other side of the map, they don't even need to say it. I will call it out, and I'm on C. I'm just that type of player. But yeah, it's a skill. It's not genetic, so it's a skill. It's practicing looking at the minimap and looking back. Oh wait, why am I on jet? The fuck?
What round was that you were talking about?
Round 5.
I'm looking at it now.
I'm pretty sure it was
Okay.
A. I'm pretty sure it was A.
I mean, do you want me to show you what I'm looking at? Because this flank was extremely late.
I don't know why I can't. Oh, I have auto spawn on. That's why. Okay, there. I'm gonna go Cypher now. Yeah. Can I just take a look real quick?
Yeah, I'll screen share because I mean this would have taken another 20 seconds. This
I
flank.
think it was A.
Yeah, I'm looking at the round. I
You're
see
more
what
than we
you're
did
talking about.
before.
It's just
Let's use that.
I'm not too sure
I
if it.
remember he
I
wasn't
mean,
too far. I remember he was A lobby, if I'm mistaken.
all right.
I
So
can't
does
see your
this look
screen.
right?
I can't even see your screen.
So this is the start.
Yeah.
First kill.
Go to
Okay.
where you died. Go to where you
So
died.
yeah, so here's this, right? This guy's stuck short, obviously. He's dead no matter what.
Mhm.
This my teammate is already taking on, right? So I mean my
Go to you. Go
instinct,
to you. Go to you. Go to you.
yeah,
Where you died? Yeah, your backside. Yeah, they're coming out. Okay, he's a little bit far.
this guy is late.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit
I mean,
difficult, I guess. I mean,
I
okay.
guess yeah to
What
wait, but like the teammate's going in. I didn't want to just let him die,
I
right?
think what we can say is that you should wait for, like, tell your guy, wait, there's a flank coming, like the other guy, like,
Yeah.
if he runs out, I think you should just let him run out, to be honest. Just soft bait him, to be honest, in my opinion, because like you guys running out, there's a little bit of a grief in my eyes. Like, you guys have such a good timing on the jet coming through, so you guys might as well just wait for him, right? But it's a little bit of an impatient on this. It's the Sova, right? Or the tail, sorry, your tail.
Tail,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's I guess we can all take away from this note is that just wait for the flank and then
I
start
mean, I'm not
rotating.
even sure I was fucking aware that there was this
Probably
flank.
not,
I mean, this guy's late as
because
fuck, though.
I just remember he's just swinging out and they're like, I was like, what the fuck? Just wait for the flank. That's kind of why I wrote that note. We'll move on. Not a crazy round,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it open just in case we need it
Yeah.
again.
We need it. Yeah. Round 6, he sets up garage trip, mid C side trip, I meant
Oh yeah,
mid
the
site.
default
Yep.
trip. Yeah.
Quick cams sees the Silva and calls maybe could be a C split. Here I identified it was a default. You gotta identify it's a default. So I wrote he has to identify their default here, because then somebody said there's a couple mid. 3-4, because you're like C split, but it wasn't a C split. Okay.
I said possibly C split because there was
Possibly, yeah.
nothing A yet.
Yeah, sure. But
I'm just not sure
and
how to differentiate if it's a.
I'm gonna ask, why do you think it's a default?
I didn't think it was a default
Oh, sorry, a C split. Sorry,
because there was nothing A, 3 grass,
yeah,
and 1 long.
but we didn't know that. You didn't know that. You didn't know that
Yeah, I
till
mean there
much
could
later.
be 1 A. Yeah.
Okay, Why I thought it was
I
a default was because the Sova was by himself. Okay, it's not gonna be a split if the Sova's by himself. He's gonna be with his team. That's what
Yeah,
I
but
identified.
he instantly got my cam, so there could have been another behind him. I
Mm,
had no
but did
clue.
you hear more than one?
No.
No, it was one guy. You called one guy. If you knew there was multiple, you would have said Sova and more, but you didn't. You knew it was
Yeah.
one. So that to me signifies that it is a default or like a, whether you caught their, a re-hit on or an end on C. I don't even think that is because you need to see like a smokes with one more like a sentinel or like a duelist sometimes for it to kind of be identified like that or like a initiator as well. But it's just Sova by himself. To me, that's like, why is he by himself? They need his utility if they're gonna split something. So to me, that was a default. I identified it as a default. I could be wrong, but still, I think it leans
How'd the round end up?
so they went up mid because I'm pretty
B.
sure someone died. But so let me just read this. So Sova and calls maybe it could be a C split. He has to identify their default here. Three. Yeah, they ended up going B. They just started running it down
Mm.
B. 3v4 retake because they were probably thinking they know you're on C. You started C like 6 rounds in a row, so they're gonna go somewhere else, right? So they
Yeah.
ended up running down B. They tried it out pretty much. And then it was a 3v4 retake. You got a good kill somewhere backside. I can't remember exactly where. So it's 3v3, and then you guys both got traded in link, and then the Jet came and killed 3 or 2. Remember, he was like top right, Omen, and you fought the Omen, you died, and then the Jet came through mid, he flanked, and then he killed the rest, and you guys won the round. So that was a good round by Jet. Yeah, not a crazy round. Just I would like you to identify
Yeah.
this as a default, and then maybe after you see him, be like, oh, they could be a lot mid, guys, be careful, right, or something like that. But obviously, we're not trying to be, in hindsight, talking hindsight, but still, just kind of tell them, hey, I don't think they're gonna end C, guys. Just I would like you to talk like that. Yeah,
Okay.
just one on C, guys. That's it. Sova, what the hell? Why is it a Sova? Okay. Next note is round 7. He puts trip on C and B main. Him and Jet. You remember this round probably. So he put his trip B, and then you put one on C main, and then you and Jet held garage. He should have waited to alt. Oh, sorry. And him and Jet are holding garage. Here's a lot C. Calls for a retake. You heard a couple long. You killed a Vice inside garage. Remember, the guy just walked out like a brainless, like an idiot. He just
No,
walks
what the
out.
fuck was that guy
Yeah, I
doing?
don't know. He didn't even clear you. You just one tapped him. Good shot. Good shit. I think maybe the Jet made noise. I'm not sure though. I don't think so. He just
It has to be.
yeah.
There's no chance he
Like
just doesn't clear that.
he just went like this. Like I don't know what he's doing.
I mean, he also doesn't have a smoke there, so I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't know.
I guess, but
I'm not. Maybe he saw him like from grass, right?
yeah.
Like this. He's like, oh fuck. He's just tunnel vision on this Jet, and he once the Jet stopped making noise, or I can't remember exactly what he did, but maybe he thought he had a timing. But you just killed him. Good job. Really good job. This Vice is retarded. It's fine. Um, and I just wrote he should wait to ult. You instantly ulted. You could have waited 5 seconds and then ult. Use the noise and then ult, right? Because you can ult at almost at all any time of the round, pretty much. I'm pretty sure. Back then there used to be a timing where if you don't ult right away, it goes away. But I'm pretty sure nowadays it's. I haven't played them in a while, but pretty sure it's you can ult as long as there's a body on the ground. But yeah, I would like you to wait because when you kill them here, they might even leave. So then you gotta make sure that you're not wasting your ult where they hear you ult and they just sit here looking C to fake that they're going to C, and then they first ping, second ping, and then they just walk off, right? So wait 5-10 seconds, you hear them C long, lot C, and then you ult, or wait, they cut noise, then you ult to gain info later. It's like a little bit of holding back so you gain information later because you already kind of know it looked like a C split anyway. So he decides to flank from garage to C long. Really good play. Okay, 2v3, and you guys still lost this round, which is unfortunate. Really
I
good.
got two, I
Yeah,
think,
you
right?
did. Yes, you did. So 2v3, he kills 2 teammates. Kills 2. Teammate can't clutch. The guy lost the 1v1 after you You whiffed on the second guy though. Okay, again, it needs to be boom, boom, both dead, instant one taps. Okay, but you whiffed on the second guy. I would like that to be a cleaner kill. Okay, so we'll work on this at the end, in terms of our consistency. But that's that. Okay. Um, really good space taking. Okay, something what I would do as well. Okay, I kill the Vice. I kind of clear mid. Nothing there. I just start taking wherever they're gonna go and come behind because it was super unexpected. Okay, give me 1 second. Yo, what's up, chill rate? Okay, bro, no problem. Okay, that's that. Okay. Uh, round 8. He sets up for retake C. They are eco. You guys aren't eco, or like half eco. Like 3 of you guys had sheriffs and like 1 guy had a vandal and your jet had knives. So whatever. Uh, they are eco. I would like him to be more aggressive when they're ecoing. Flank hard. He tries to run away from Visalt with a sheriff. Gets a good kill. Or right here, you're like, what the hell
Yeah,
am
I
I
don't
doing?
know what the hell
Yeah,
I was
like
doing there.
I was like,
I like it's so instinctively to
right,
get the
right.
fuck out of
Yeah,
it. I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
even realize I was gonna
100%. I
save
agree.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like after that, I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
Right. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I've probably done that too. So, because it's a new agent as well, right? So it's kind of like
Mm.
for me, I've honestly haven't interacted with too much Vice because for me, that's just me though.
No,
Uh,
I've been playing her a
but
lot more
yeah, yeah,
recently.
yeah. I think Vice is strong,
She's
but
so good. Yeah,
I
she's
haven't
strong.
been in too many moments where I get ulted, like where like I'm on the edge. I'm always getting ulted and I just take my gun out. But where like I'm running with
Yeah.
my sheriff or something like that type of interaction, I've never really had. So I was like, I probably have experienced this as well. Where like, I have a gun, I have a secondary. But yeah, so nothing crazy there. Obviously, we gotta identify you're good with a secondary. Just keep running it up, and then good kill. You got a good kill somewhere. Not a big deal. Not a crazy round. Round 9, C setup. Uh, His teammate Dark Grass, I'm pretty sure you're Sova Dark Grass, sees a lot. He kills a jet, scuffed fight in garage. You had a trip here.
Oh yeah, that was whack.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
Uh,
That.
where were you? Scuffed fight in garage. Comes out and reposition into C-site double boxes near long, right here. And then the Reyna spammed you through the boxes because I'm pretty sure he's assuming or he kind of knew you're there because he probably got the call that you left. I don't know what the hell, why he was spamming that, but whatever. It's not a big deal. And I wrote, he should have went backside. I think it's better, even if maybe there's a time where they can see you. Or if you can, that's how I should say. If you can, try to make your way towards backside, in my opinion,
Mhm.
then coming here. But it
Here.
was a little bit of a timing issue because they did come out pretty fast after you killed this guy, and you came out here. But you were here for a little bit, where I feel like you could have maybe just bunny hopped across, or if it was smoked, you probably would be okay. And then make another play
Mhm.
on backside, fight for it. Obviously on eco, you're gonna kind of try to fight for it, right? You're not gonna just play a retake on eco. So yeah, I would like you to kind of reposition or even stay garage or do what you did, take space again, or stay here and then just kill them on the cross, one tap them on the cross when they're crossing into sight. But yeah, not a crazy round. Round 11, sorry, round 10, sorry. C setup with garage strip. He needs to tell his team to play on other sites. So the site I got that note from. He hears a lot going B from Link, and his teams are stacked on his trips. Okay, as in you guys are 3 out here and they're going B, and then you guys are kind of have to be forced to being funneled in front to B Link. But if you're him, you would have been the guy stack B and stack A. They would have already kind of been having high resistance there for the enemy. And then you can just come hold B link, and they would have played one backside, one link, and then the reinforcements come to whatever it is. Okay, but yeah, not a crazy round as well. So he hears a lot going B from link, and his teammates are stacked on his trips. He makes a good comp. You made a good comp somewhere. We'll use the WOD for that. You made a really good comp that I liked. So that's that. Okay, round 11. He sets up B and garage strips. You set up 1B, garage strips, cams for bottom mid. Can't remember where this cam was actually. He calls
It
one.
saw window, I think. From
Oh,
it was in
oh, yeah,
B
yeah,
and it
yeah,
saw
yeah, yeah,
window.
yeah, right, right, right. Yes, 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 yes. It was like somewhere over here where you can look into the window.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
these.
I'm not.
I do
Here.
these cams too. Actually, these
Here.
cams up here are really
Here.
good because you can have a tight angle and hold them coming in B. I've
Yeah.
done that too when they require me to play B. Um, so that was
I don't
fine.
play B much, but when I
Yeah, yeah.
do,
Me
it's
too. When I play Cypher, it's very rare. Unless the team is really good at playing like they're locking down with an op. They're just really good. Omens, Garage, op over there, and they play 2 there like, with like Initiator and another duelist, and they're really good. Like they're holding it down. Sometimes I'll come B too. I like to switch it up. I don't always play C. But anyways, he sets up B, Garage Strip, cams for bottom mid. He calls one. You see one needs to tell his team there's gonna be a lot mid grass. Like maybe not be like, oh, there's gonna be 4, but be like, yo, there's probably some mid, right? There's starting grass. There's one grass. That type of communication. They identified they are going A, so they started mid and they go A. He calls 2 on site. I really like your calling. You're giving such good information because you hear one short. You're like one short, one on default, one whatever it is. Like it was really good. You're really good at that, because that's like probably a team competitive thing, right? Like, and team play. Like you're gonna have to do that where they're 100% being aware of where the exact location is. So that's really good by you. That's something I pride myself in as well. I do that really well. You don't know how many
Yeah.
times I make a sick ass call, like nobody heard it, and I'm like, he's there, I know it for sure. And then they're like, holy fuck, how did you hear that? I'm like, I don't know. I just stay locked in terms of
Well,
the directional noise, right? Really using the
yeah, yeah.
directional noise. So you do that well too. That to me shows me that you can be a really high level player, because that's what high level players do. Call out things when it's unknown and you're the only one that knows because you're listening well or you're using your brain, whatever it is. Okay. He calls two on site, calling specifically where he hears them. That's why I wrote needs to wait for the dart. You ran. There's a dart here. I don't know. You're allergic
Yeah,
to
I
darts,
didn't.
he just ran out here and he just
The
got
darts
killed.
are my
Yeah,
biggest fucking enemy,
it's your
man.
kryptonite. Okay. I
It,
identified that. You could have
honestly,
waited right
I didn't
here.
even know it was there.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just
You got.
swung out, was gonna take my fight
Yeah.
hell, and then I
Yep,
got
yep.
scanned, and I was
I
like,
think
all
I
right.
think you're too locked in on the fights that were coming because you kind of knew where they were generally. I think
Hmm.
that's what it was. But yeah, you gotta know that the dart's there. You can see the outline as well. But
Yeah,
it's a little bit of a patience thing and listening for the dart as well. But yeah, not a crazy round. Really good comms by you this round. Okay, it was really impressive. Round 12.
I don't remember them.
You'll
I'll
see it
have
on
to
the
go
VOD.
back.
You're like, they're in,
Yeah.
they're planning one short, and you're like calling them specifically where you hear them. So it's really good. You're about here, and then you just ran out and died to the dart. So round 12, he sets up
Yeah.
mid trip and garage trip. Okay, so one on B, one on garage. He plays on C, so you had no garage. Okay,
Yeah, this is my like super spaced
they
like
hear,
setup. This is how
yeah,
I like set up if I want to control the whole fucking
right,
map,
right,
basically.
yep. I can't remember if you put a cage there. I'm pretty sure you did, but yeah,
Probably, I most likely did.
probably. I would assume so. So, yeah,
Yeah.
just those times you always just put you can even put two cages to really deter them. But so uh, they hear a lot C. The team keeps rotating to him, but he needs to tell them he's good and not. And as in, they did start contact C, but they weren't really like their body language wasn't like they ran up here, right? And I'm gonna ask you in a question so we can see where you're at. But what's the difference between them being here, like around this area, versus down deep?
A take and a fake, or take or fake versus default,
Yep.
or playing slow,
Yeah,
basically.
pretty much.
Whatever.
It's like they're gonna go in versus controlling space, like trying to see what's up, versus they're
Yeah.
probably gonna go in when they're up this. Like obviously there's time to come up here, and that's what I'll do. I'll be like, go up far deep and then come back, but it's risky, right? Because if he starts running back, he's just gonna die, right? So that's why the face are usually like up to here, like around like maybe up to here max, and then they come back, right? Because they don't want to die. But yeah, there's a big difference from people being here even in there versus there. But you gotta be that guy to tell them, guys, they're not in, they're not coming, bro. They're pussies. These guys, I'm scaring them. They're not coming to. They know I'm here. Whatever the comms is, just tell them they're not in, and then account for
They
the
feel
space.
my aura.
Right. Whatever, whatever it is. But you can see them just all rotating to you. You need to be them. Chill, chill, stay, anchor, 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 stay. They're not in. I'll let you know when they're about to execute. Cause you can. I know you can. You're a smart guy. You know when you can tell that they're gonna execute. They throw two smokes down. There's a dart coming through with the drone, right? But when they're just like deep like that, you just know they're, you know, even if they do re-hit, like bro, like it's not in this moment they're in. So tell them account for the space, guys. Just care. Wait. They could lurk up. Chill. Hold down B. Hold down A. Stay. I got it. You gotta be that type of sentinel where they can rely on you like that. And obviously don't feed. I'm not saying you do, but don't just say that and just feed so they have to start running again. But play it safe, right? Gain information. So that's that. Okay, we're on attack now. This is what you'll hear me say in the VOD. I was like, I'm really interested to seeing how he plays on
Yeah,
attack.
and my
Okay,
attack half was way worse. So
way worse. Your defense was solid
yeah,
because that's the easy side. But if you want to be a really good sentinel, your attack side needs to be just as solid or even better.
yeah,
You'll be
yeah.
a
I
you'll be
agree. I totally agree.
a monster, bro. Okay, but we'll get there. I'll help you as the best as I can. Okay, I'm not the best player in the world, but I have a lot of knowledge on playing Cypher. Okay, so round 13, he calls for a C split. He so this is that round. He has also bought a ghost, one trip and smoke. Needs to buy
I will.
and I wrote needs to. You don't need to, but you, if you want to really be a good Cypher, you should. Needs to buy classic double trip with light armor or double trip double smokes as in no armor. You're a straight G confident in your aim. Like I don't give a fuck if I have armor because you play ghost no armor anyways, right? So it's kind of the same thing. You're gonna pick up a
Classic armor is the same. Yeah.
well, even just having a classic is the same as having a ghost with no armor. in terms of like you're used to 100 HP is my point. Right? 'Cause
Mhm.
when you buy a ghost, you can't buy armor. So and you're gonna pick up a ghost somewhere. Even if you kill a guy with fighting you with a ghost and you kill him, you're gonna pick up his ghost anyway. So you gotta think about it like
Yeah, I
that.
like that more. I'm gonna start doing
Yeah.
that for
So
sure.
so you either go the double trips with light armor, or you go the double smokes and the double trips. That's when I'm feeling frisky, as in like, yo, I'm really trying to win these rounds. Like, get all my kit. That and I do that on Sage too. Most people go light armor, classic, and a wall. I go wall and double slows, no armor, because I'm so confident in my aim as well. And I just shit on people and stall forever. Especially on pistols, they don't have utility to, whatever, right? Going through a slow and pistol round, they're like, what the fuck, right? And a wall, and two slows on pistols is like, what the fuck? So keep that in mind. If you feel frisky, just go classic, all your utility. That's me. That's what I'd like to do. So they go C main three C main, two garage. You and can't remember who. One more.
I think controller Omen.
Yeah, it was the Omen. He goes up window and gets one tapped whiffing. I wrote, and then this is a side note.
Yeah.
Needs to place a trip for his team for flank somewhere. I think you should maybe even
Yeah,
start it on.
did I hold it?
Yeah, you did. You
I
held it
don't
the
know
whole way.
why I did
Yeah,
that,
and that's
but
fine. That's fine. It's okay. We just learn from our mistakes.
yeah,
Maybe just place it C, and then you
I
guys hold
literally
up.
never do that too. I
It's
don't know
fine. That's
why I
fine.
did
I
that,
won't
bro.
judge it off this one round because it's not like you did it
Okay.
every round, but
Yeah.
still, like in the beginning, a little bit. Like the first 4 rounds, you were not placing them, but later you started to identify you need to do that and lurk as well, which it took too long, but still whatever. Okay, so it's not really about that. It's really more about this fight. You need to not whiff. You need to kill this guy because again, killing this
I
guy,
was just
you're
panic
literally
spray.
yeah, you did, and a little bit of a delayed micro adjustment. Like the tracking was off, but once you kill this guy, bro, you literally it's open. You just go
Here.
spawn and you just start shitting on another guy. You kill him. He calls you out. You just come back this way, kill the guy. Link looking for you, bro. You go back whatever it is. You can play it so many different ways. It'd be really crazy. Or you could have even killed him, come back down and wrap through B and try to kill the guy rotating from A to Link, late or whatever. Okay, plethora of ways you can play it, but
Yep, yep.
let's not whiff. We'll fix that. Super easy to fix whiffing. Okay, you just have to focus on the right things, and then
You said later that you have a fix for the spam, like the panic spray or
oh
whatever.
well, I'm gonna show you some stuff where it can help that stuff. I'm not saying it's gonna magically change your
But
aim,
if I put in the
but
work for it,
yes,
it'll.
if you do it consistently and really focus on these things, you
Because yeah, I don't even think it's my aim. Like my
it's
raw
not it's
aim
not
is great. It's
it's
just the
it's not it's
panicking.
not
It
the
really is that.
radiant level, but it's good for your elo. So, but we need to make sure that we can separate ourselves with aim as well. Just because you're a
Yeah.
sentinel does not mean you have to have average aim like F finesse for the rest of your life. Okay,
Oh
nowadays
fuck no, that guy's
he
a horror to
yeah,
watch.
exactly. But even now, he's actually improved a lot of his aim. People actually clown him because of how he used to be 5 years ago. But these days, he's actually put a lot of work in his aim because people clown him so hard that that's really he has to work on it so that way he doesn't feel like he does not belong there, right? But I won't lie. Objectively, he has put a lot of work lately. Like when I watched him play, I was like, wow, like he's actually improved upon his aim. But anyway, so you went up window, whiffed, and then last thing, just put the trip here and then go or wherever. Just put it somewhere where it gains information
Yeah.
somewhere. Okay. Round 14. I wrote. It's not a big round. You guys were on eco. Round 14, not placing trips, can buy trips just for flank. I think you did buy your trips, but just place them again, place them wherever to kind of hold down parts of the map.
Yeah,
That's it.
this might have been like a little autopiloting
Yeah,
issue or something here.
you may have been in deep thought too, just kind of figuring out what they were trying to set up and stuff. I don't know, but
That's true. Yeah,
it's
sometimes I'm
yeah,
overanalyzing where
yeah,
they're playing and
yeah,
shit, and I
and that's
completely
fine.
forget about what I'm
That's
supposed to
fine.
do.
Just start of the round. What you need to do is just focus on putting as a cipher. Okay, other agents, other roles is different. Because this map is so big that you gotta go. And you always start C. This is a trick. You always put your C trip first. Why? Is because the barrier is here. You cannot put this one here, or I mean,
Mhm.
you could put this one obviously always. But what I do is I immediately round start. I run C. I put up this trip, and this is why I do these trips. That way, it's just simple basic and it's easy to set up, right? I don't have to do fancy ones. I just set up, come run here, set this one up, and I come here, wait for the round to start, and then I put this one, and I come start mid, and I put my cam right away. That's my protocol when I start around on attack on a Haven, pretty much. um very rarely do I get caught where I'm like, oh fuck, I'm late, okay, because I just immediately just go put this trip, come run over here, okay, rounds about, and sometimes I'll place my camera, sometimes, like it depends, but like over here or something, but really depends on how they play. But I'll come run over, start it around, do that, and I'll immediately put my camera in middle, or you can walk down and do it, but whatever, okay, it's not a big deal. So yeah, just put trips somewhere, okay, on these rounds specifically. Get round 15, trying to identify where they play on defense. So you're trying to decipher this. You're trying to think about it, which is great. High level way of thinking. You're trying to create a plan for how they play. On the third round, most people don't do that until round 24, which is it's too late at that point. You gotta identify it right away, so that way you can adjust early, and then they readjust. You can readjust again. Okay, if you do it too late, they're just gonna be ready for that adjustment. Okay, so it's too predictable. It's all about being steps. It's like chess. Be multiple steps ahead. Okay, round 15, trying to identify where they play on defense. He calls for contact. Places trip C main and mid window A side, as in that one you do here. Okay, I don't mind it. It's pretty good.
Wait. Let me see this one.
Hmm?
Which trip are you talking about?
I wrote places of trips C main and mid window A side, as in right here.
Oh, like that.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
like this one coming to this one, which is fine. I don't mind
Yeah.
that one too, because it's good. Because then but the problem is it is jumpable though from A main. They'll come up here and jump over it.
Mm.
This one is, yeah, this one, yeah, that's why I always put it there, and
My
then
ultimate
I
is
hold
ready.
down mid so that way they cannot do other things. But that's that. Okay, he needs to smoke. So places troops. He needs to smoke cross, or so they end up going A, or tell them to team, or tell somebody on the team
30
as in the
seconds
jet
left.
to do it. He follows them short. I wrote he needs to go mid and gain info or come mid late, as in hold this down. So you put your stuff down, put that there. Because why I do this one is because if I hold down mid, they cannot come back, or they won't have window space. I'll come whatever if I choose to do this one, or what I usually do is I run there, put this trip, round starts right, put this one, and then I immediately barriers already down, and then I immediately put one here. So that way I can see,
30 seconds
or
left.
even here sometimes, so where I can see them walking down. That's all I need to see. They're walking down, okay? And I'll constantly go back and forth. But that's
This
that,
goes
okay?
here. Oh, that goes there.
So, let me just get off real stream real quick.
30 seconds left.
Okay, but that's that, okay? So, you also, I can't remember if the jet did it. I don't think he did. People are brain dead, so you need to do this for them.
Cage
You need
trigger.
to do this one, okay?
Cage
You need
trigger.
to smoke the cross every
Cage
single
trigger.
time they go away. I tell this to all my players because
Oh, I do that all the fucking
yeah,
time.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you came late, but still, when if you're
Yeah.
here and you realize they haven't done it, you need to go and do it, or
Cage
ask your jet,
triggered.
are you gonna smoke the cross, or am I gonna smoke the cross? It's just a communication
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
right? Don't both smoke it. It's just silly, but that's that. Okay. And then I will. Yeah, and then you need to, like I said, you gotta hold down mid, sit here. Okay. Let's say you don't have an agent to smoke off the cross, and you guys don't want to use the smoke, so you need to do it. Okay, you
Cage
set
trigger.
up, put this up, and then you come put your cam here, or this one right here, or this one right here, and then you go back down grass and hold it, and then play off your camera. That's what I do. Right? I can be out in the open, and I'm still good. Like, maybe not like out here, but I can just see if someone's walking down, right? That's usually what I do. Okay. I actually use the other camera, the one inside window, and if they kill it, I start walking up.
Yeah, I switch them up. I like
Yeah,
those.
yeah. This one's really good too, I think, though. The one you're doing, I like it. I've used this one too before, because you can see the walkout, and it's hidden. They can hear it, but they need to spam it and or walk out to kill it or clear it hard. So that's that. Round 16. Let me just scroll my notes down a bit. Sets up trips on C and A. I wrote not a fan of them personally. That's just me. I'm not bashing them. I'm just saying you can do them, but I like my trips because there's a reason behind them.
Yeah, no, I totally like the deeper one more.
This one,
I just
the problem where I thought about this too, I'm like, because there was a time where I wanted to do this one, but I thought about, I'm like, the problem with this trip is that when nobody is here, it's unattended for, and you guys come back, they can be here, right? They can take that space and come and
there's
sit.
more angles to
Yeah,
clear.
it's just more where I'm not gaining it's not fully held, if you get what I mean. Like this strip, they have to break it, so then I'll know for sure the strip. But this one is like it can fuck with you. It can fuck you up, right? Like you guys like, oh nothing, they didn't flank, and this guy's just sitting in a corner like you're fucked, right? So that's kind of why I don't like that C1. The A1 is fine.
Now, what
Yeah,
about when you're taking C? Say we're doing a
yeah,
5-man
yeah,
C, for example,
yep, yep,
right?
yep,
I feel like that trip on that where you're putting it
yep.
usually is worse because if we're playing a post long, for
Yeah, yeah,
example,
yep, yep,
they have an
yeah,
angle on it that they
yeah,
can
yeah,
just kill
yeah.
like
So
3 people. You know what I mean?
I usually put this trip when we go
For
C.
C takes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
that's the one I do.
That way we have some space, right? And if they break it, or but this is what I do too. If I know for sure we're running it down on a site, I double trip it. So I'll put one here, and then I'll put like one more grass. Okay, because I just know
Okay.
we're committing, right? Like let's say it's a for sure rush. We're rush. We don't care. Like we don't. There's no rotation. Like right. I'll double trip like this. Sometime, not all the time, but because it's hard for me to when they're like C rush and then start of the round come here and then I just gotta start immediately running over, right? Because when it's a C rush, when they call a C rush, you might as well be with your team. There's no point in being because you gotta go help trade, right? But there are times they call C rush and I come down mid too, so you can kind of switch it up for sure. But I always usually do this one.
For C
Yeah,
takes.
for
I
C
just wanted to
takes.
confirm
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
you were
yeah,
doing.
yeah. I
So
don't
yeah,
mind this one.
cool.
If they're telling you guys we're going C, no rotation, like it's a rush, yeah, this one's fine too. But when it's like a not a C rush, you should
Do
probably do
that
this
one.
one. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Honestly, though, I could use that to my advantage on defense too. When I'm playing enemy ciphers and shit, I
yeah.
can like based off their trips and shit, I can really tell what they're kind of doing.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the
Because
thing.
I push up, and you know what Nat's corner is down on C long.
No, I actually don't.
So,
Which one is it again?
it's like right to your right, to your
This
right.
one?
That corner, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Nat's corner.
Okay.
So like
he
when I'm
pushes straight,
playing
right?
there, for example, and I see a trip there, I'm
Yeah.
gonna assume it's like a default or
Right. Right.
whatnot,
Right.
right?
Exactly. Exactly. Because they've put
Yeah.
this strip here for a reason, right? Like
hmm
it's so that you don't gain the space behind them. So yeah, you can, and that's same thing. You can identify it. If it's here, likely, you'll obviously know if they're going to see, obviously, right? But if it's here, like you just know, and you sit here, you just know they're just somewhere else. They're over there. But yeah, you can switch it up. I don't mind this one on C
I
tape.
really don't even like that one, to be honest. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna do the
yeah.
one you
This
suggested
one's
and the
better.
one I've been
Yeah,
using. Yeah, I just don't even see the
this
point.
one's just better in my opinion because you can.
Yeah.
It's so solid. Whether it's going either way or you're taking it's still really good because you can come set this up. It's super easy. Yeah, it's kind of I don't even think it's jumpable actually through this box because you can get hit, but
Nope, it's not.
yeah, I'm pretty sure once it's not, but still, yeah, that's I bro. And these chips are basic as fuck. Remember I told you, like I'm
Is
super
that
like
one jumpable though? That's
this one.
I don't know if it is.
Maybe could be, yeah, it could be.
Like from the right on the side.
Oh, from here. I think we
Yeah,
gotta
like
place it.
that's.
I'm kind of rushing
I
it,
usually
but
place it in the doorway,
like here.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I usually do. Because I don't think you can jump that, but that you maybe I don't know.
Yeah, you probably yeah. From what I remember, this is jumpable, but you're gonna be mid anyways, and that's why I put it there, is because I'm locking down
Yeah,
them
yeah,
being
I
able to
get
do.
you.
So that's kind of why I do it. But yeah, that's that. So let's move on. Sets up C, so it doesn't set up his camp. So you set up those strips. Doesn't set up his camp for mid. He needs to understand how to control mid space on Cypher. He should be, and I wrote, these are the times you're AFK, but I wrote, he should be AFK mid, holding it down, letting his team entry, execute, default. Just, you need to hold this third of the space by yourself, because you're so strong at doing it. If they come clear this cam, let me just change my cam. Let's say you wanted to start grass. Because a lot of the times when you do this one, it's instantly dead, right? There's usually a guy peeking from mid. So, let's say we're opting for this one, which you did. You did this the most often.
Well, the one I did was above the box right there. It wasn't
Was it,
hidden.
was it there?
It
Okay,
was
okay.
up there, so I can
Okay,
see
okay.
the in garage.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
I would
that's what I
prefer
would use.
this one probably. Me.
Okay.
You can use that one too. I don't mind it, but because
I like the top one for like C split. I think that's a good idea.
it's
But
just gonna
yours is
die
get
though.
lurking.
That's my only concern is this guy just kind of hears it because when they start in garage, they start garage. They're right here. They can hear that, so it's gonna
Yeah,
die
I'll
right
just
away. That's
swing, peek it.
I'd
That's
rather
it.
have my cam up and have a layer of protection where I can just hold it like this. And if he walks down, I tag him and he shoots my cam. Okay, I can kind of see where he is as well. But and also, you don't know how many times I've had this cam. I use like I start market, sorry, grass, and I put it up right away, and I up like we're a little bit default or whatever it is, and I'll be like this, and there's two guys walking past my camp because I don't get off of it, right? Make sure like one guy's maybe window, whatever, or A side. He's kind of like working lobby a little bit, or default, or they're kind of it's a fake, whatever. You don't know how many times these guys just walk away. They don't even know this cam is here, and I'm just looking at them, right? So, but yeah, it's really funny. Either I die or I kill them, right? But still, that's that. Okay. So I will, yeah, you just need to play any map. You need to be a nuisance. That's what you have to think about on attack, because your role isn't really to do too much on attack, but lurk, take space, gain information, hold down parts of the map. Defense is more of a crucial side because you need to be winning the rounds and locking down things way more effectively. But on attack, you just need to cause chaos. You need to cause nuisance. Yes, they know I'm always mid, but the problem is that they need to come and find you, and then you switch it up. Maybe sometimes you're here, and then you're killing them, and they end up coming that way, and you play a different angle. You come over there, or you come into window, whatever it is. Okay, it's all situational, but you gotta be super creative in that way as a Sentinel, as in repositioning, starting. You're mid, but you're starting somewhere else. You're walking down this time. You're not walking down. Whatever it is, you kind of just lock this area down, because you're gonna see it when you start playing like this on mid, where they get so fed up they start running down mid, three people to come and find and kill you, right? Because they understand you're bringing too much value to your team, right? So just keep that in mind. That's you gotta lock down mid on any map, especially Abyss, Haven,
God, I hate. I was
Lotus.
about to say it. I hate mid on Abyss.
Yeah, yeah,
I
but
like am the worst lurk in the world on mid
right,
because it's
right.
just like I'm always in a 50-50 long
Right.
fight.
Right. But on Abyss specifically, you're not gonna walk down on Cypher all the time. Get to
Yeah,
library,
no.
on the attacking side, libraries, mid library, be in the try to cross there if you can, and sit there, have a camp to watch the guy walk up on you, bro. You don't know my Abyss hold at all. It's crazy, bro. When I play on
We'll
any
have to
map,
do that next time.
bro, mid, I literally lock, just like I told you on defense, how we can lock down one third, two thirds. Bro, on attack, I will sit mid so my team can default A main, B main, and then I just lock it down, bro. Or we run fakes and I'm locking it down. No, bro, when I play Cypher, nobody flanks, because again, it's a dominance thing too, because it's different if you play mid and you lock it down, or not lock it down, but you play mid and they come and kill you. They're gonna keep doing it, but I make sure I kill them. So they're like, oh fuck, this is a good Cypher player in their mind, right there. Maybe not, he's like the best player, but he's like, whoa, this guy kind of knows how to play mid, right? So that's, you gotta instill that fear in them, like a dominance, where you shit on them coming walking down mid, or they try to test you, you shit on them, and they won't test you ever again because it's too scary. It's just too much effort, too much utility being used to kill one guy. That's what he's doing his job, where they could just leave you, and that's what they'll do. You'll start noticing them just leaving you to do it forever, and you just add even more value because you're just locking it down forever. You never get flanked, right? So, or they never walk down on you, right? So just get used to thinking like that and being a nuisance. You gotta cause chaos, and not just by lurking and padding and getting behind enemy lines, but just holding it down, being super fucking annoying, because they will test you, they will walk it down, and then you gotta make sure you delete them, so that way they're like, oh fuck, I'm not doing that again. Okay, you're not instill a little fear in their brain, a little dominance. That's what you gotta do. Take that into your little bit collegiate as well. You're gonna see people really respecting you when you're not dying in those fights, okay? Because you set up properly and you kind of know how to hold down mid, stuff like that. It's all a little bit map dependent, but yeah. So round 17 finally says he needs to lurk. Puts his normal trips. You put the wide one here, and then you put this one here, okay? So the normal trips can cam mid. I think it was up there. Um, Walks up, his team going A. He's mid and heard one on B. I really like this timing, because remember, you heard the guy on B. You're like, well, what the fuck? But what I would say is, make sure still, even if you feel like he's not there, make sure you kind of clear these corners, bro. Yeah. You never know if they're gonna sit in this corner and wait for you, especially the higher levels. They're gonna be in this corner. You don't know how. These days, I've been dying here a lot because back in the day, I'm so used to just walking out, and nobody's here, but using my team's contact. But now people are just sitting, especially when they catch on that you're a lurker type sentinel. Okay, they're gonna just sit mid and wait for you, especially in my lobbies. But that's that. Okay, so doesn't clear his corners. creates a timing, good kill on C-Link. Vice, so this is that round. He had a huge lurk to kill backside A guys, and he starts running and shooting. Reyna turns around and kills him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so we kind of touched on this. Kill this guy, go around that way, or just kill him and just take the commit on the timing, because these guys are brain dead, bro. Even low Immortal players cannot picture or visualize how people will pad. He's not even ready. He wasn't even ready. You would could have knifed this guy in my eyes. So um,
Yeah, and that ties in with the panic shit we were talking
yeah,
about.
it was
Just
a little
saw
bit
his
of a
gun, shot.
yeah, it was a little bit of a panic and just no presence of mind. I know he's there, but just wait, just be patient, clear his corner, just kind of wait that you won't die, and then just one tap him, knife him, whatever it is, because your eyes opened up. You again, it's like that quote, sleep on the wind, wake up with a loss. You thought you just like, yo, I got him, and but you whiffed a little bit, so you just have that presence of mind. Even if I know he's there, I look away because I know he's not aware, and I just kill him. So have that presence of mind of not panicking and being patient and killing them. Yeah, I know you got him, but just chill out. You're gonna kill him if you're patient. Just make sure he's gonna die in the uh, best way possible. Sorry, the most optimal way. Okay, running here and shooting at his gun is not optimal at all. It's a panic. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
you can
very
understand,
aware.
and that's it. We will move on. Not a crazy thing, and then you can play creatively. You could even sit mid forever, whatever it is. Okay, um,
Mhm.
after you kill the vice. But I, I I'm pretty sure you guys lost this round, but I'm pretty sure, uh, you guys would have won this. It would have been a 3v2, um, and you guys would have had all of sight. Okay, that's the difference. It was one guy backside holding two guys main, and if you kill this guy, it's free. So, uh, obviously you gotta kind of clear a little bit more, but still, that's that. Okay, we'll move on. Round 18. We're almost done. We got three more rounds. These rounds are kind of thick. So we got, yeah, three more rounds. Sorry, four more rounds, but these rounds are kind of thick. He calls for fake 5v4. I can't remember where. You'll have to see the VOD. They trade 4v4. They get on C for free. Okay, you faked A, I'm pretty sure. Sova's
So the
planning
fake
bomb.
worked.
Yeah, it worked. Okay. I can't remember if you guys were on eco. I think you guys were, because you
Yeah.
guys lost a round before, which was big. That round was a momentum changer in my eyes. Sova is planning, because you guys were ready to take A. Like, they were waiting for this huge ass timing you took. You would have got two and had the site. But anyways, let's move on. So Sova is planning bomb on C. He's not holding garage or back site. Omen just peeks and he panics, shooting and dies. Pretty self-explanatory. We kind of touched on this too. Okay, from what I remember, I can be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But you looked maybe once or twice, but you didn't hold it, and also you were kind of just staring at this box. You gotta just kind of go here, come here, looking back, and just kind of stay here. Just keep going back and forth.
Mhm.
Or I'm gonna ask you, what do you think is a better spot?
I mean, low key, it's just me and Sova on, so I like backing up like
Okay.
behind Sova and holding
Yeah,
garage,
I like this
really,
too.
and then I
Yeah.
can swing off of that
Right,
and
right,
CT.
right. And if you die as well, he gains info. If you're here and you die to the spawn guy, he immediately knows he's there. He can make a play, wrap, come back this way, or wait here, whatever it is. But this is a really good spot. Also, this is a really good spot in my opinion, right here. Okay,
I think
maybe.
taking that with a sheriff
Well,
when they're retaking, like holding
nah,
that with a
but
sheriff.
the thing, like sometimes yeah he'll die, but still at least you'll trade him instead of you standing out in
Yeah.
the open being exposed. You're not exposed here at least. You can let's say you're not even tucked. You're here like this, going back and forth, bro. He's dead because he came out this way. You know that, right? He didn't come out this way. He came out this way. He was dead. You just hold the smoke, keep looking back and forth. Be quick. Obviously, I'm just kind of going through the motion, but that's not how I would do it. But just stay chill. You just because he could be a
Here.
little bit tucked too on long map, but whatever. Or he could
Here.
plant for a sight.
I got
Yeah,
options
but
here.
you had multiple options, bro. Something else than just, you're like a meat shield for him. You just stand in front of him here, and then the guy just swung, and you panic too, bro. I think you had a good shot of killing him, cause
The thing is that also like when I'm holding down my push attack key, it fucks up my aim, and I was trying to calm while shooting,
are
and
you
obviously that.
you're using it on your mouse? I'm assuming like me. I'm the same.
No, 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 no. I'm
Oh,
using it on my keyboard, and it's like
uh,
I'm trying to do two. I need to focus on aiming instead
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
fucking trying to
yeah,
calm where he is.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Me,
maybe after, like
I
I
have
don't
it.
know why. That's a recent issue too. Like that never happened
Right.
before. Like
I have
very
it
recent.
binded on my mouse, so I'm kind of never away from my keyboard. I'm always kind of, but there are times where I press my my button and I get peeked, but that's very rare, very rare. Cause I do it so fast. I press it and talk and it's make sure I'm still on my mouse. So that's that. But yeah, we'll move on. Not a crazy round, but I do believe you could have killed him because there was a moment
Yeah,
in time
definitely.
you lined up, but then you start. I was like, oh no, hell no. This guy's right. You lined. You just need to stay calm, and we'll do that right after. But just take it easy, okay? Just focus on his head. That's a tip I'll tell you right now that will work on the range. And I'll show you an exercise that I did where, and if you see some of my montages, highlights from 2 years ago in my prime, I was actively practicing that because you know what I told myself at the time? I was like, I want magnet aim. I didn't want like calm aim. I would tell myself, I want magnet aim where my crosser will automatically go on their head. No matter if it's on the ground, I immediately will come and flick them. And if you go watch my montages and highlights I made 2 years ago, a lot of my shots are like that. So because I practiced that, so and I obsessed it over it. You don't know how much I obsessed it over having magnet aim, as in making sure that my crosser will, if I look at his head, it goes to his head, and I practice it. I'll show you how you can get that. Okay, so but you need to put in the work. So next thing is round 19. We're almost done. Sets up his trips, puts a cam mid, sets up his strips, puts a cam mid. He needs to stay on his cam a little bit. He just walks up being the open and dies. There's no patience in his leg. So he got up to here and died, I remember. But you know, you place your trip. There's no point of not being on the cam, okay? You gotta place it, just tuck in the corner, just sit AFK. Remember what I told you, just all you had to do is just sit. Let your team work the map. You need to control. That's what you need to do. You need to control middle. Don't die. That's the most important. Don't just walk up mid. Take the same timing over and over again. Because this is, you're doing the same. You took good timings, but still, it's the same timing. Right? Switch it up. Go C and lurk up and have this cam. Hey, go back and forth. Right? They're starting A. You should come over here. Put the place. Start around. Place that. They think you're mid. Right? Because you've been mid a lot. And then you start taking this. They start making noise, crossing, shoot, or whatever, droning. Then you start going up C. Tell them, come back, come back, come back, come back. Because you have a timing. You know, they went off. You kill the guy in rotation. You have all. You stay on site. You don't push because if you die, it's fuck. Because they're in rotation. You kind of come back if you kill the first guy. Or you can be really creative and kill the guy, reposition somewhere else, whatever it is. This guy's really situational, but yeah, I would like you to just stay on your cam in the early parts of the round, because you put it and then you never went on it and you just walked down and died. Okay, just control. It's all about control. Okay, because again, remember what I said. It's like nuisance. Be a nuisance. Be so hard to kill that they're gonna try and go to kill you some rounds where you're adding value because then you can get information. They're trying to hunt you down mid. Three of them walk down, run down. You're like three mid. They just start taking a site somewhere else. It's gonna be a 4v1, 4v2, and max if they pick a site where it's the remaining two. So keep that in mind, okay? The next thing is round 20. He's on C alone. They get up. So they were going A, and you're by yourself a little too far, in my opinion. Because you weren't really doing anything. If you're lurking up, it's different story, but you just sort of just sitting C main. So they get a pick on A main. He's once they get a kill, they get a kill on A. Once they get a kill, he needs to start leaning towards A, and you did. It was a little bit late. Like you were kind of letting them. It was like a few seconds. That makes up all the difference. And from mid, low, high level versus like a high level. Okay, just a couple seconds is all the difference maker in being efficient. So. And that's where edge comes. Leaning towards A, either through mid. So I need you to lean towards A once they've killed the guy, looking like them going on A, either through mid, as in you come back mid and take a timing, or C long, as in you're gonna do a really late flank. Okay, just come. I'm trying to ping, but I know you can't see my crosshair, but just
Yeah.
coming through C into the spawn like that. Okay, because a lot of times when they kill a guy here on C and they start going and making a bunch of noise and getting ready to execute the thorns, they're gonna leave C. They're not gonna look for a lurker unless they're a really good player or have a read that you're gonna do it. Maybe that's really rare. Okay, so you're gonna have a timing, and a lot of times if you get up to here without being seen, you're gonna hear them run off as well. So keep that in mind. Um, yeah, he comes back main ult, and you ulted, which was fine. I don't mind this too if you identified. Oh, I can go ult, then that's fine too. I like that. I would take a timing. Not everyone would. I think this is fine as well. It's perfectly normal. You ulted, but I would like you to wait on this, right? Because you ult immediately. You kind of see them, but you could have just waited a little bit. Maybe even save it for a post plan if they got on site, and then start doing it, bro. They're gonna get so fucking scared. Okay, it's a little bit more information as well. So I wrote they have full map pack. He could have came back mid after as well. Come back mid here to kill, and then I wrote good kill, killed Sova, good kill on Sova. But you ult here,
Give me
right?
a
And you went
corpse.
right. Just ult here and then take another timing, or ult and then take the timing, bro. Imagine that you ulted map pack and then you just can automatically know if you can go down B free, right? So it's a little bit of being creative, using our brains a little bit in a deeper multi-layer thinking, just being unpredictable as well. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, that's that. Good kill on Sova. Can't remember where. It doesn't matter. Good kills means you did a really good job. I'm not really focusing on those. 21, round 21, last round. Finally puts good trip on C main. So you finally put this trip there.
The
Okay,
last round.
last round you finally put this one. Okay, I'm not saying I hate this one to the T, like never do it, but there's problems with it. That's all we'll have to say. Like, there's unknowns with
It's not
nobody's there.
ideal.
It's just, yeah, it's probably not ideal because of the unknown. Like, if the guy is smart and doesn't break the trip, and you guys rotate back seat, like you guys are all fucked, right? So, because you guys are gonna be like, oh, nobody flanked out, no, you might be like clear here, close, but that might be too late where he just kills two people. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure that that doesn't happen. Because when it happens, you're gonna feel so bad. You're gonna be like, "Fuck." Okay, I'll give you an example. There was a trip on against T1 versus, I think it was EDG on Fracture or another team. I can't remember who, but Izu. No, no, not, no, no. It was not T1. It was DRX. The guy with the blonde hair. I forgot what his name is, but he puts a trip. Uh, their Sentinel player. He puts a trip on Fracture on A side drop, and it was super shit trip. He puts it on the
Here.
ground where they're going up into drop to clear the right side corner, and that the other corner on the top side of the on top side of drop, and this guy just the enemy just goes like this and just kills two of them looking away because the trip was so bad, right? So I just trying to stop like those type of moments where you're gonna feel like shit or take blame because it was a bad trip, right? So and they were unaware. They didn't know. They just both of them were just looking away, and the guy just come from drop. They're looking aiming, and the guy from drop just, and then they had all of it, and they won the round, pretty much won the game. But so finally puts a good trip. He walks up grass to Ceylon, sees the jet, just immediately leaves. So walks up from grass to Ceylon, sees the jet, just immediately leaves. Before he gets to grass, he needs to check cam. Okay, so you went up C and then you came back. Okay, I would like you to use this just in case someone has taken a timing as well on you, because you were not on that. You don't know. Gotta make sure, but you just kind of dry peeked it. I'm pretty sure. Uh, he gets
Mhm.
the grass. He needs to check cam. He takes a good timing up garage. Good timing. Could tell his teammate to come back. He starts running. He starts running. Oh yeah. So you took a good timing. You could right here. They weren't in yet. They're short and long. You could tell them, come back, come back, come back, come back. Obviously, it would take a long time, but still. And then you started. You got here, and then you started running like around
I heard
here,
it.
around here, right here. And then the jet. But you heard the jet running too. Remember, you heard the jet running, but
Mhm.
he heard you running. Okay. So and I wrote the jet deep spawn can hear him. He needs to have an element of surprise. He keeps running when he's unknown. They did not know you were there until you started running. And I wrote, but he needs to stick to his timing no matter what. If he's late, okay, because this was when they were going in, and you felt like you were too late. You're like, oh fuck, I need to get there fast, but you need to just be patient. It's a little bit of patience. Just stay patient. Okay, stick to the timing. Trust the process. You were already almost there. You probably would have killed two, the Sova and the Jet, but you just gave it up. You're like, hey guys, you're waving your hand. You're like, hey guys, what's up? Like, like honking a horn. Like, why? Like, just be a ninja. Be a ghost. Okay. The best type of players in this game are ghosts, where you just cannot expect where he's gonna be, or he keeps playing like a ghost, bro. You don't know the fear you're gonna instill in these people in collegiate and stuff like that. When you're a ghost, be a fucking ghost, bro. Okay. And I know you do it well, but in this game it was terrible because the two times you took really good timings, you panicked it up, you fucked it up. Right? But he needs to stick to his
Yeah.
timing no matter what. If he's late, gets a if he's no matter if you're gonna be late, okay, just stick to the process. You've made a timing, they're unaware, there's an element of surprise, stick to it. Even if it's 1v3, there's some times where it's 1v3, they're looking for you, they're not defusing, you get, you're about here and they're already killed your whole team's one, and you have a good shot at least a 1v1, boom boom, and then the third guy's probably long, you just kind of wait or whatever, you put your cam, you had your cam, whatever it is, situational. But and I wrote good kill spawn, gets traded. You got a good kill somewhere over here, but you got traded. Okay, so that's all your notes. Let me just jump into the range real quick. Okay, what's your training routine right now?
It's very extensive.
Okay.
I gotta do a lot.
Just try to be as
I could.
specific as possible.
You
Not
want
the
everything? All
no no
right.
not the
You want warm up and practice or
just your training. Maybe not the warm
training?
up, but training. And
Okay.
don't tell me like the Kovacs specific exercises. Just
Yeah,
give
yeah.
me the rundown, like
Yeah.
the time frame.
My
Hey, 1
ultimate's
hour
ready.
this, and then
Alright,
I go to the
yeah, I
range.
got you, I got you.
Okay, okay.
I do about I do my full Kovacs routine, which is I work on something new every day basically.
Okay.
But I do 1 to 2 hours, and then I train for around at least 5 death matches a day.
Good.
Where I work on mainly my Vandal and Phantom, and then occasionally either like one Sheriff or one Bulldog. And then
Okay.
I do 10 to 20 minutes of shooting walls, spray transfer on bots, stuff
Okay.
like that. And then I do ghost pistols, Stinger, SMGs, stuff like that. I don't like doing DMs. I practice that in the
Okay.
range, and
Okay.
yeah,
So
that's not
okay,
including my warm up, which is
I'm gonna tweak a little bit. Okay.
okay.
You need to use. Okay, you already do this step. Aim trainers, and then
Yeah, I always
yeah, I know, I
pretty
know.
much.
So
Yeah.
I'm giving you in the order because right now you're aim trainers, DMs, and then range. You need to be aim trainers, range, then DMs. Okay, so switch
Oh, I
that.
didn't give you an order. I didn't give you an
Okay,
order. I
sorry,
just
they were in
told
order.
you
Okay,
like,
okay, okay, okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you do it like that, right?
No, the order would be range first.
Okay,
Yes.
good, good. Perfect. Don't need to tweak that. Okay. One thing I may have to tweak though is maybe reduce the time and up the intensity as in 100% effort, making sure you're going faster and faster, pushing yourself to the limit in terms of speed. And I gave Dally my playlist. You
Yeah, and
more
I
well,
tried it. I really liked it. It was
yeah,
hard,
yeah, yeah.
which
Bro,
is something I usually don't say about people.
bro,
Like people give me these playlists, I'm like,
yeah.
this shit's easy as
Yeah.
fuck.
So that playlist made by
It's
Pure
good.
G, like that's a Valorant specific playlist. So I'm telling you right now, that's the playlist that got me to Immortal 3. Okay, and also I give it to all my students. I've given to all the students that ask for me, and I'll show you the DMs for proof. They're like, yo, this playlist is making me god mode, crispy, refined aim. Okay, so it's something that works. So what I would suggest is that you do that. Use the Pure G training. It's 3 times, and if 3 times per exercise is too easy for you, go to 4. Okay, if that's too easy, then you can turn off the playlist and just use the specific exercise and stay on it for 5-10 minutes, whatever. Okay, but
And one thing, yeah,
yeah.
I do that. I like to prioritize my weaknesses.
Hmm.
So kind of look at my
Yeah.
percentile and like what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and the weakest ones I'll
I
do
would I
like
would still say
more than
I would
those.
still say that you should make sure that you're having an even time on all exercises. That way you're not just focusing on 1 or 2, 3, 4. That's it. You gotta
Oh, well, I'll do
yeah,
them
yeah,
all. I'm
yeah, yeah.
just saying I would
No,
do
no, I'm not saying
more
no.
of the one I'm weak
Sure.
on.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. So I would recommend you do that one. Come to the
Oh
range,
yeah, I'm gonna
do
keep
your
doing
range
it.
stuff, and then go to the DM. How much time do you spend on Valorant, by the way, a day? Is it a lot?
I mean, I'm in college now. I'm a lot. Maybe
Like average hours,
two
okay.
hours.
That's well, okay. That's not too much. It's not able to. I guess because you
I mean, weekends is a lot more, right?
Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
classes
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. I fully understand. But okay, so I will. So I'm not gonna change too much there. In terms of just maybe do the pure G one, and then do your range
Mhm.
stuff, and I'll just give you a few stuff you can do. So okay, so come here, right?
Mhm.
Sorry, my nose is itchy. But okay, we're gonna. Sorry, we're gonna. Have you done this one where you come up here and you kind of work on headshotting?
Is that for like elevated fights? Is that why you do that?
No, it's more for this is a precision exercise where it trains being able to one tap or instantly kill with control, with smoothness. So I
So
was
what's the difference between doing that and then the ground level?
also that way you can see all the heads, right? Because they're
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
behind. So
Oh yeah, yeah, I
you
got
understand?
you.
So, uh,
Yeah.
you know who I got this from? Wardell. Okay, Wardell showed me. So if Wardell's, at that time he was doing it, he was the number one NA player at the time. So he was the big dog. So um, if he's doing it, it works. And I'm telling you, this is what I used to do when I was using Purity as well. So this is a precision-based exercise. Okay, so this is called left to right headshot. So we're gonna go left to right in terms of killing bots, and then we come back as well. Okay, but in the beginning, just it's a precision-based exercise. Don't go fast. Okay, the goal, it's okay to miss, but the goal is not to miss. Okay, and if you miss, understand what you're doing wrong. So if I go here and come back to this bot, what is that? It's not a flick, but over,
That's over flick.
like
You want
overshoot,
to
because
prioritize
we're
under
not
flicking,
because
right?
we're not flicking in this exercise. So we can just call it an overshoot. Okay, if we go like this, okay, that's an overshoot, overflick, whatever. Okay, we'll just say it's overflick, but we're not flicking in this exercise. It's a smoothness control and a precision based exercise. Okay, it's not about flicking these
Trying to be
balls.
as accurate as
It's
possible.
going slowly. It's like connecting the dots. Okay,
Gotcha.
so I haven't had a swing today. I haven't warmed up or played, but I'm gonna try my best. Hopefully I don't butcher this. But so we're gonna go from head to head. We're working on our precision, A to B, straight lines as well. And then if they spawn as well while you're going this way, don't come back to it. Some of my students will come back, just clear everything to the right and then come back. So
Do you strafe on that too, or no?
yeah, sure, but I would not recommend it in the beginning because this is just an aim thing for now. Once you get really accurate, really precise, and you can go fast, do it. But I would recommend not. But you can. 100%. I do it too sometimes, but I'd rather just. It's more of an aim, the right arm exercise. I will show you one for the. So there, I undershot. Yeah, I didn't fly this one. I built some speed. Just change it up with a handle. I'm a Phantom player, so I really think that's good. Okay, so that's the first exercise I'll show you, okay? The next one, okay, is gonna be you turn to easy bots, okay? And don't think this is easy, okay? It's not. It's gonna get harder and harder. So you turn this on, okay? And you see how it's like pretty slow, stuff like that? This isn't gonna be a precision-based exercise. Like it is too, but this is focusing on our hand-eye coordination. So what I want you to
Yeah, I
do,
just do hard bots.
sure, but remember when you asked me how do I get, magnet aim
Like,
or, making sure looking
the
at their head.
calm.
This is the calm aim. This is where you get it. It's not about doing hard bots. Okay, hard bots.
Mm.
You struggling on hard bots is not gonna give you calm aim. Okay, you gotta take it slow. Master the basics. Okay, so you turn these on, right? And you're gonna not look at the outline as in using our peripheral vision and shooting it and just reacting. We're gonna take it slow. We use our eyes. I'm pointing at my eyes right now, you can't see, but I'm pointing at my eyes and I'm locking on the head. I'm focusing on the head. Okay, so
So you,
I'm not
yeah.
looking at my crosshair. I'm looking at the bot's head, and my hand will follow.
not looking at the outline.
Or
Okay,
my
yeah, that's
crosshair.
different.
I'm looking at the head, and my hand will follow automatically. And I'll kind of briefly touch on this. It's like basketball. You know how I don't know if you play basketball, but they
I
teach in
did.
basketball to shoot and look at the back of the rim. The
Mhm.
inside rim, not
Yep.
the outside rim.
Yep.
If you shoot at the outside rim, you're gonna hit the outside rim, right? That's why they show you. Oh, sorry, my headset's a little bit fucked, but that's why they tell you to shoot or look on the inside rim, maybe not the back of the rim, but the inside rim part, because you're gonna bank the shots in there, right? It's a hand-eye, like it's a hand-eye coordination thing, as in where your brain is telling your hands or the motion or whatever the action is to go and hit that. It's the same thing with pool. A lot of the times pool players, they don't look at the ball they're hitting. They're looking at where it needs to go, and then that motion, the body will follow or need or do the action that is required for the ball to go there. So this is what it's gonna train. Obviously you can train your hand-eye coordination in real life too, playing catch or whatever it is, but for Valorant specifically, if you want to get calm aim where this guy just peeks you and you just look at his head, he's instantly dead. Okay, so that's kind of how you train this. This is what I did it. You can look at some of my highlights where I do some nasty shots like this. So take it slow. Okay, it's gonna get harder, but because we're gonna do medium bots, but at the head. And
You eventually go to hard, or
yeah,
you just stay
yep,
at medium?
yep,
Okay.
yep. But again, it's not about doing the fast thing. It's about, and I'll give you a brief thing about a clip I saw. So Tyreek Hill, you know Tyreek Hill. I'm sure you're a fan of
Yeah.
NFL. I'm an athlete my whole life. I played American football here in Canada as well. But so he was on a podcast and they asked Tyreek Hill, "Yo, man, how you so good at how you so fast, man? Why do they call you the cheetah?" And he's like, man, like it's the basics, man. You gotta do your A skips, B skips, C skips. He's like, it's the basics. Nobody want to do the basics, but I do the basics. He's practicing the motions of the basic mechanics and mastering them so that when he speeds it up, he's a monster. He's maintaining, improving, and mastering the movement. So that's what we're doing here. It's not about, oh, it's so easy, it's boring, okay? We need to master the comm aim first, as in learning and improving upon the basics of comm aim, which is using your eyes and precision. And then you're getting shot at. He shoots 3 times. You're 140. And you just instantly look at him. He's dead. Okay, you're gonna develop that type of skill. It doesn't matter if they shoot you first. You're gonna delete them. Okay, and a lot of the times you shoot them first. So what will that tell me if you practice this? Try to answer. What will happen when you can shoot them first and you can have comm aim?
You're gonna get shit on.
That's what I like to hear. They're gonna get fucking shit on, bro. Because a lot of times you do shoot them first, but you're not focusing on the kill. You're just so focused on the fight or you whiffing, and then it starts snowballing in those milliseconds. So let's master these basics of comm aim. Look at his head. Stay locked in. Don't get distracted. Look at the head. It might be a little bit chalked or whatever. We're gonna start warming up, and it's gonna get cleaned up. Always I'm on Phantom, so that's one thing. Get my point. So, and again, I'm gonna tell you, don't miss. Try to master this on 30. Okay, make sure you're not
And
missing
then
because it's so
move on.
slow. It's so slow, right? So for you, I'll say let's do this 2 times a day. Okay, easy bots 30. Try to get. It's okay to miss. Let's say we'll give you an error margin. So getting to 20. We'll say 3 strikes you're out. So 27. Anything under that, you failed. You must redo it. Okay, so
I get 30 on medium.
sure, I don't care. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you a little bit of a margin of error, just so that way
Okay.
you can get better at it, and that way whatever. Okay, so
So keep
'cause
doing it until 27 twice. Is that what
minimum.
you're saying?
Try to get
Minimum. Alright.
try to get 30, but if you get
Yeah.
27, that means it's completed task. If you get 26, you're gonna have to do it again. Okay, because it's not about shooting. You gotta remember what I'm saying. Focus on the head. Take it slow. Practice this eye movement. Okay. Bot comes out. Look. Shoot on the head, not the body of the bot. Dialing on that one eye the bot has. Okay.
Okay.
I got kind of whipped there, but. Okay. And then you'll build speed as you go. But you do this for 2-3 weeks, bro. You're gonna get really calm aim. Okay. Then so we do it twice on easy, right? This probably doing 2 on medium, 2 on easy. Probably only take less than 5 minutes if you
Yeah.
don't miss. So then we'll do it on medium. Let's say 2 times.
So you don't look at your crosshair at all,
No,
even when you
I look at the
micro?
head and my hand just follows it.
Okay.
That's the whole thing about getting that dude, trust me, I used to obsess over like it's not even a thing, right? No one calls it magnet aim, but at the time I was like, I want magnetic aim. I don't give a fuck if I just look at his head. I want my hand to follow. That's what I was obsessing over, and that's kind of what I built upon 2 years ago in my peak. These days I don't practice so much. It's just kind of built in because I practice that so much. But when I was, bro, in my prime, bro, like, bro, I would be like this. I would see the guy across my body over here. I would look at his head and I would instantly delete him. Instant. Just because of the magneticness, in quotation, from me training my eye to shoot, or training me to shoot where I look. I shoot his head. I look at his head. He's dead. Okay, so, bro, trust me. I don't teach so many people this. This is like a super hack that will get you super insane aim. Okay. Obviously, I'm not in my peak. I'm a little bit washed, but still, in my peak, bro, I used to shit on radiance like all day long. Okay, but yeah. So again, let's do 2 easy, 2 medium, and then medium. Let's say same thing. 27 is the margin of error. 3 strikes, you're out. Okay, and then we'll do 1 time on hard, because I don't want to focus too much on hard until you can get kind of comfortable, and then you can start doing more and more hard. But I want you to master the ability to look where you want and shoot them in the head. Okay, and then gain the speed as well. Not just do it on a medium speed. I need it instant. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, how's your dead zoning, by the way? How do you feel about it?
My movement?
Yep. You're dead zoning.
Like if I'm just practicing it, I don't ever get a shooting error. You mean dead zoning like one bullet, strafe one bullet?
Yeah,
Like that's what
like
you're talking about?
yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's good.
it's good. Okay, let me just take a look
Yeah.
then. So I will briefly explain how this exercise goes. So billboard to billboard. This I showed Dali this yesterday as well. He did it really well. I was shocked. I'm like, good, looks really good. So you're gonna go from billboard to billboard, dead zoning. Okay, try to stop around the same area.
Yeah. I just usually did it around the pillar right there.
Sure. I just want to take a
But yeah,
look.
I get
Whether
what
you
you mean.
do this exercise or not, I just want to see how it is at. Okay, that's all I want to
Wait,
see.
you want me to do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
So
screenshot it?
yeah,
Okay.
but let me explain this. So we go billboard to billboard, right? Now we're gonna go cut it in half. We're gonna go from this billboard to this one. Okay, just briefly showing you. I'm kind of running through it. Okay, and then we're gonna cut it in half again. Okay, right, and then we're gonna cut it in half again. So this last one is where he's 40 meters away, pixelated. We just add a little bit of movement, a little swagger where we can add movement. We're not dead to his crosshair, and we're moving where we're not getting one tapped, and he has to adjust. So
Do you just shoot one bullet, or you do
one
like
bullet. One.
burst?
You can do a
Just one?
2-shot burst, but don't do a 5-shot burst. Obviously, 2-shot burst is fine,
Yeah.
but still, you're gonna have shooting error on the second bullet. I would rather you practice this with one tap, but okay, let me just take a look.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Oh, my neck is fucked, bro. Oh, because I just kind of want to see where you are, because I expect all mortals, all you know, whatever low high level players to be mastering this skill because it's important. It's not like Counter-Strike where you can Counter-Strike AD and just be accurate. Okay,
Yeah.
this is Valorant, so we gotta practice the Valorant mechanics. Yeah, I can't see our screen.
All right. Yeah. Takes me a minute to tab out
Yeah, it's all good. It's all
because
good.
I play stretch. Okay. Here we go. You see it?
Yep. Give me one second. Logging in.
All right. You want me to start with the long one?
So
And
just show me
then
5
It goes
each.
long. Okay, 5 each.
Yep. So, yep. And stay parallel with the wall. Don't move your crosshair. You're not moving your mouse at all. It's only a movement.
Oops. There's one.
Yeah, this exercise is not easy. When I first did it, I wanted to quit. I was like, why am I doing this shit? But it gets better. Yeah, so it gets harder and harder because it's a timing issue.
Yeah, I'm still missing.
Yeah. Just take it slow. It's not about speed. Just go really slow, okay? Okay, that one's a little bit better. And then show me the last one. The last one you can add mouse movement. The last one only. Yeah, like that. Just keep it on the same side. Give me a little bit more movement. You're standing still. Just add a little
Wait,
bit.
what?
I said give me a little bit more movement. The way you're shooting there, you're dead if his cross is on the same angle. You need to add a little bit more swagger, a little more rhythm. That one's a little bit better. And then make sure there's like a, so I'll show you real quick. I told Ali the same thing. They struggled on the last one, that's it. But, so, you know how we stay our crosshair here, right? Just pretend where we
wait.
shot.
I got some.
Yeah, just quickly look.
Yeah, I'm looking.
So you know how we shoot here on the last one, we go like this, right? So when we shoot that spot, just pretend like there's an invisible line. We gotta cross over, okay? Because Dali was doing the same thing. He would look over here and then come back to the middle. Okay, you need to shoot, cross the line, cross the line. Okay,
Is that like flicking off of the person though?
what do you mean?
Like technically, I don't understand why you're flicking off of the middle.
No, that's just me moving my mouse too much, but
Oh.
I'm keeping it straight, but
Oh, you're talking about the movement.
Yeah. I'm not talking
Okay,
about
wait.
my mouse. I'm talking about
Let me see it again.
Yeah, so we're shooting here, right? Okay,
Mhm.
just pretend there's an invisible line, so you need to cross it. You can't go like this and come back to the middle of the line. That's what you're doing. You need to cross the line with your movement.
Okay,
Come
I
across,
see.
add a rhythm. That's what I mean. I explained Dali to the same thing. Okay, because he's just coming back to the middle. You're right. You're only practicing one side when you're doing it. Right. Good. Okay, much better. And you can add a bigger movement, add a smaller movement, but make sure you're crossing that line because he's gonna be having a crosser there. You gotta make sure you're throwing his adjustment off. Okay.
All right, I got
But
you.
overall, I would like you to practice this. You're struggling a little bit, but it needs to
Yeah, I
be
mean, it's not
it needs to
perfect.
be mastered. Okay, Dali had it down pretty well. Like when I watched Dali, he never missed. Like it was really solid. But you're missing a little bit, so it needs to get even better. But yeah, just practice this one. It's really good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure the calm aim one, you do that well. Focus your eyes on the head, the eye on that bot. Okay, but
Yeah.
if you do that, trust me, you're gonna get magnetic slash calm aim, where you just instantly you look there, he's dead. Okay, so that's that. But overall, great session. I'm gonna send you these notes right now. YouTube video will probably be up tomorrow. Yeah, gotta wait for my thumbnail guy, but that's that. Okay. Any
All right, sounds good.
questions, concerns, stuff like that so far?
Ah, nah, man, I think that was great. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. But
Good. Yeah, yeah. I think good luck on your collegiate. Let me know how it goes too. Don't just not tell me.
yeah, yeah.
I'm quite interested. I'll watch it too if there's a stream. I'm down to
Oh
watch.
yeah,
So
I'll send you the stream link
yeah,
if you want to watch.
yeah. Right before it starts, just send it to me. If I'm not in session, I'll watch it. If I have time, I'll watch it. I'm down to watch. It'll be really interesting, to see how you play in collegiate. Because to me, that's more exciting. I don't like watching
Definitely,
ranked
definitely.
is bullshit. But
And like future stuff like that, I give you. I have like shit tons of scrim VODs, match
good,
VODs, stuff like
good.
that. So
Yeah, but just for I like watching live. So just watch your next one. When is
yeah,
it, by
yeah.
the way? When is it?
It's this Saturday,
This Saturday. Okay, yeah. Just send it to
and
me. I'll
we
try
are
my best to win.
playing the 8 seed. We are 9 seed.
Okay. So good luck, man. Really,
Yep.
put in the work, and hopefully what I showed you even today in 1 week, you'll shit on these kids. But
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Good luck, and my DMs are always open. Any question, any concern, you always can ask me something. I'm always there. I sent the playlist, but yeah, you already have it, so it's fine. But that's
Yep.
that. Yeah, good shit. If you
All
want to
right, man.
bookmark
Thank you.
sessions, let me know because it's different. The sessions moving on forward won't be the same. There's a little bit more bounciness, so I'll watch you play, and then in between rounds, I'm gonna ask you questions. What'd you do wrong? You're gonna answer them to me. Hey, or you're gonna even ask me, what do you think about this? I'll be, yeah, that's fine. Or what about this? Yeah. We'll bounce ideas, and I'll help you adjust in real time. I don't know. I'll call things that you don't see. You need to rotate now, right? When you cannot identify, or you're struggling on attack. I'm like, make a plan. Make a specific plan. Give me something. Show me something. That's what I do on my second sessions plus. So yeah. But if you want, let me know. Okay, I'm always here. But
I
great
will.
job. Really
That's
good job.
cool.
I think you have potential to be a good player. Gotta just work on the mental a little bit, in my opinion, as well. Okay, but it's there. It's there. Just gotta put in the work and dig deep. Okay, don't get in your head. Okay, but yeah, good job, bro. Take care. All right,
Will
good
do.
night.
Yeah. See you, man.
Later, bro. You too. Good luck on your games.
Thanks.
Oh, yo. How many people are watching? How many people are watching? Only 6. Oh, my viewers count is going down, bro. Group sessions. Alright, guys, I think that's it for the stream. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the stream. Pretty dead. A couple new people here. Kays, thanks for the follow. Cammy, thanks for the follow. Yuko, sorry, when I'm in a session, I don't reply to chat because, um, yeah, like it would be kind of disrespectful to him when he's paying for my time, and then I'm just talking to chat the whole time. So, yeah, just I don't really talk to chat when I'm in the session. I usually talk to you guys after. Any questions from you guys so far? I don't know what's been going on with my streams. Usually I have like 10, 13 people watching, but lately, I think maybe it's because college, people are busy. But yeah, any questions before I go? I'll stick around if you guys ask good questions. Let's do a little bit of music. Claire, thanks for banning them. Thank you. We have a long, week. Long week. Okay, we got 3 tomorrow. Oh, sorry, 2 today. Like tomorrow, as in today. It's 1 a.m. And then we have Wednesday. Saturday's fucked. But yeah.
We're going to take other countries' jobs.
Any questions,
Mark Carney is
guys?
just the
Or
man
I'm
to
probably
help
gonna
Trump.
go.
Carney moved his company's headquarters to New
Feeling
York.
tired. I'm gonna go
Just
do
like
some
Trump
stuff.
wanted. You're sneaky. Carbon tax Carney. If Carney wins, Canada loses.
No questions? Really? Today's quiet. Not many regulars here as well. He had a little bit of an ego. A little bit, not too much, but a little bit. I can smell it. Just a little bit. He's young, that's why it's normal. It's normal for young men to be like that. Very normal. I probably should get Discord Nitro, but whatever. I'm too cheap. I guess that's it, guys. GG's. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys. Good night.